Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's session. We're back at it with Lancer. We're on our 8th session, and we're going to recap really quick while I finish setting up the map because we ended last session mid-combat. Ooh, 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 ooh. Give me while I make this full screen. So, someone catch me up. Doodle-doo.
You good, RJ?
RJ is still trying to get his character to sign in because it's being a butt.
Oh, that's irritating. I'm sorry. I'll be completely honest. My brain has gone kaput after 2 weeks.
How could you?
So, we
Oh,
had made it back to the Crooked Smile,
Uh-huh. Yep.
and very shortly thereafter, the jump gate opened up and a bunch of enemy reinforcements came out. And two of our companions were tasked with taking the Baron's son and getting him through the jump gate. We have no word of their success. And the rest of us bailed out with as much of the crew as we could, heading for the planet. And we watched as the Crooked Smile was sunk.
Was it
Because
sunk? Reevaluate that word.
hold on now, okay? Because classically speaking, all of the space things is used naval terminology. So
I'm not arguing that point whatsoever. But if you call what
technically,
happened
no,
there,
she wasn't sunk. She was destroyed. But in the process of being destroyed, she took out like 30% of the reinforcements, or 60% of the reinforcements.
she said this is gonna work 60% of the time, every time.
Leaving us without with just what we had managed to save and what had managed to make it through the vicious combat planet side with us, um, which is, I want to say, around 20% of the crew, including us.
It was either 20 or 30%, I believe.
So it was like 60%, but then the ones that actually made it to the planet was like 20%.
Yeah.
And you guys have
20% of the total crew of that 60%.
Of the total crew, but you guys have to remember the total crew was already gutted from the massive
Yeah.
damage from the first battle.
Yeah. We're still looking at having to provide uh safety and housing and food
Yep.
and all that stuff for
I
like
do have the list of ships. I did write that down.
yeah.
We currently
Um
have 6 supplier transport ships, 8 garrison or infantry traveling trips with 30 people or 30 infantry per. Um, we have 14 escort fighters with about 20, like a 20-ish escort fighter pilots.
yep.
So we
So
have a decent force, but it is nowhere near what we had originally. Sadly.
after much discussion and deliberation, we decided to occupy a smaller, out of the way enemy base and proceeded to drop in, eliminate the first round of guards that came out to try to stop us,
Mm-hmm.
and then proceeded up the launch tunnels to the main base structure itself and ended in mid combat, trying to get them to surrender as POWs after destroying 2 of their mechs.
Yep, and so far it's going great.
All right, I'm in.
Hey, perfect.
Hey,
Oh
write
man,
that email down on a sticky pad.
right? Tape it to your forehead. Never lose it again. All right, so um, I found our handy dandy pirates token. I'm a little sad looking at it. I miss you, friend. So I realized that when this picture was taken, it's 100% flipped, and so I have this map completely backwards. And I'm going to show you before I do the hardcore effort of flipping everything around. And then I have to put up my green screen. I forgot my green screen. Oopsie doopsie. All my secrets have been revealed. As you can see, my messy desk behind me. Okay. Anyway.
Maybe if your camera loads.
Maybe. Yeah, I've been having some serious internet issues, so just be prepared for silliness. Gotta put my phone on silent. Oh, I didn't want to close it. Whatever. I'll live. Alright, turn it off. And turn it back on. Why don't you love me? Okay, we're gonna play it the hard way. Cool.
I don't think your cameras like us today.
Dude, no joke. Why are you not turning on? There we go. What's up? Anyway.
Hey, Rook.
Yeah.
That's completely backwards.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So, not that anyone here would ever know, unless I said something. I actually kind of like that setup better. What do you guys think? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think we can live with it.
Not white. See if it brightens it up enough.
It doesn't change anything but the camera rotation.
Yeah. How's the lighting? Is it okay with that, or do I need to throw on some that, but then turn it down? To
That one.
that one.
Yep, I can see the lines nice and clear.
Okay. Yeah, the yellow light does really good. It's really weird in person, but it's really good out of person. I just need some kind of like something to dim the light. Oh, I like that. That's good. I don't know. One of these days I'll figure out positioning better. Like, I should probably put the map on the far side, but then the lights would be right. But that's neither here nor there. There.
One of these days you'll invest in like professional lighting and it won't be a problem.
This is professional lighting. I've installed lights on my wall.
No, I meant like the $3,000 cinematography lighting.
You know what? If I make enough money to afford that, beat me over the head. Tell me to spend it on more important things. But
Fair enough.
So
you don't have to worry about that. You're married. She'll do that for us.
Ain't that the truth? Okay, so now that all that's set up and we've got kind of a setup from where we were, do you guys remember what things were what on the board? Obviously, you guys are you guys. But there's obviously two types of mechs here. There's a different type of mech there. There's a big mech here. There's a mech there, and then there's a drone. Did you guys start a drone?
No, you had your mech and your character.
Oh, that's me. Right.
Yeah, you were going to be doing some Titanfall.
Right. Yeah, I'm running around like an
nonsense.
idiot. Yeah. I remember now.
There was one stinger left. That's the white one over here, or was the white one over here by this big guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the two brown ones were assaults.
Okay.
And then this other white one over here by you was that was like a support kind of mech, and then the big guy was a big guy, but I can't remember which one exactly.
So, let's see what it says. This one, the right one. Yeah, so it's a demolisher.
Yeah.
And it's not a basic tier 1. And then this guy over here was the Stinger, and this guy over here was the what?
Some sort of support class, and I can't remember what it was. I can't remember the name of it.
Was it the Priest? Or was it straight
No.
up support? I think it was a straight up support. No, we killed the straight up support. That was the other one. Right? Yeah, because that's a size 2 thing, and we already took care of it. That was in the first combat.
Yeah, no.
It was a support class. Was it a scout? It's not a scout. I don't remember it being a
No.
scout. No, it's definitely a priest then.
That doesn't sound right either, but yeah, I remember it was some sort of support class. So if those were the only options, then yeah, it was priest.
Okay. Because the other was it a barricade?
No, that was the first combat.
Yeah. Okay, that's about that. It wasn't the running because that was also the first combat.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't a sniper. Wasn't a bastion. Okay. Anyway, wasn't it? No, because it's too close for those. Yeah. Okay. We'll just Now I'm goofed up because I can't remember what it was. Was it a Goliath? No, that's the size 3. Same thing with the Bastion. It wasn't a Spectre. All right. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Anyway, so we got 2 assaults in the back there that are coming in. The close one up here being a scout. Oh, there's also this one over here. There's 3 different types. Forgot about the guy hiding behind you, friend.
I don't remember what that one was.
Yes. You sure that one wasn't the Ronin?
Yeah, because the Ronin was in the first combat.
Okay. This is why I need to write these things down. I closed out the encounter that I had built, and it's gone now.
Oh no!
Yeah, bad choice on my part. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna just roll with it. So, obviously, this one here we already talked about is the Why is my brain not working? Stinger. Thank you. Jeez. And then we have a.
And I remember that we were playing around with actually using an initiative order last time, and we were back up at the top of it. But I don't remember what the order was.
Something like that. All right, we're gonna. No, those are really good. Hornet. Oh, Hornet. That's what it was.
Yeah, not Stinger, Hornet.
Okay.
Same thing.
Same thing. Okay, so it's a Hornet. Sorry, team. I'm trying to find the right thing. Sentinel. That was the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hornet, Sentinel, and then whatever this one in the back corner was, because it wasn't an assault, it was something else. We're gonna call it a Ronin because they had another Ronin, right? Though he will not be a tier 3. Okay, you may resume combat as you was.
Did anybody have the quote-unquote initiative order written down?
We're gonna start fresh. So
we're gonna start fresh.
We're gonna start fresh. We're not. I'm gonna assume these mechs are fresh. You're fresh. We're gonna retcon the combat a little bit. Besides the ones that have already been destroyed. So just assume you're dealing with fresh mechs as if these were reinforcements. The other things you will notice that I will set on the board because it will be important is it looks like there is a transport ship setting at the edge of the docks that is 100% holding a singular mech that looks very familiar. You guys can get over there and see what's up. It might be important to the story.
All right.
Roll your 1d6s. I got a 3.
1d6, right?
RJ, you are not currently there, but good to have your number
Oh.
anyway.
6.
5.
Okay. If RJ was here, he'd be first.
My dice tower totally kicks ass.
All right. We're just missing you there, big boy. Sniper in the corner with the heavy machine gun. Frozen.
No, mine was 5.
Oh, yours was 5.
We're waiting on Waylon.
Well then.
See? My new dice tower.
Nice.
Yeah, time out.
We
Let
put
me
it
zoom
out on New Year's Eve.
Waylon, you're muted. Hey, wait. Show it one more time now. I'm going to put you on the big screen. Now that held together pretty good. I assume the super glue from the trip put it back where it needed to go. Oh, that corner there, that's unfortunate.
Little TSA. And I have the piece, I just got to put it back on.
Okay. Well, it could be way worse. You know, on camera, the paint job doesn't look too bad. It
doesn't look too retarded, huh? Doesn't look like a fourth grader did it at all.
Hey, that hurts.
It's okay. I'll take a picture of it and I'll airbrush it and I'll get it back looking perfect.
Okay, that works.
After I get it all glued together. Especially like this part here.
You're too close. They can see all the imperfections. Run away.
All right, I'm returned.
That was like a 13-hour print, right, Raj?
14, yeah.
Yeah.
I have returned. Holy crap, this 3D print came out very well.
That's fine. We were just talking about one, too. We need a D6 from you so we have an initiative.
Oh, okay. Luckily, I have completely... Oh, am I an idiot? Don't answer that question. I am not an idiot. Aha. Okay, 6. Or no, wait. It fell off. I thought it was a 6. 1.
All right, you are last in the initiative order.
That really doesn't change a whole lot. I had a lot of things going on last time.
So, just so you're aware, we have a Demolisher, 2 Assaults, a Hornet, a Sentinel, and a... What did I say the last one was?
You were going to give it a rank 1 Ronin.
Not a rank... Maybe. Just a Ronin. Just a Ronin. The rank 3 was a little rough on y'all. But he was supposed to be a boss, so, you know, it worked out well. Okay. Yeah, I am going to warn you guys, not all of them are rank 1s. So, you guys as characters can deal with stuff past rank 1 for sure by now. So, prepare yourselves. I'm taking off the kitty gloves. Anyway, the other thing to note is whatever damage that we did in the last session, we're going to quick retcon them. And basically everyone's fresh-ish, besides you guys, because you haven't had time to repair.
So, does that mean we clear conditions and junk, or...
No, so still there. What conditions did you finish with last time?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, from all that structure damage, yeah, because we haven't had any legitimate time to seriously repair besides the drive.
Well, no, I can I repaired during the thing, or,
right,
between things, which is fine. But you told me that I got hit by a bunch of different things. Remember?
Yeah. So they were status tags. I'm gonna just yeet those out the window. Don't worry about that. Again, we're basically restarting this bit of combat just to make our lives easy because my encounter thing disappeared. So.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna delete these conditions then.
Do that, yeah. So you guys are starting as if this was the fresh bit of combat, or in this case, you've defeated the enemies, and these are reinforcements. For those of you that watched last session, sorry. Also, there's a ship that just landed as these reinforcements rolled out. and it's parked over here. Now, obviously, there's been some time. You guys have done some fighting, but I'm going to say naysay and say that there really hasn't been a lot of movement. You guys have kind of just been moving as they've pushed in on you. There are still 2 giant cannons that are operational on the towers, but they look to be air defenses, not ground defenses. As a reminder. So, who's next? Who's starting?
I think that would be me with a 5 until RJ gets in.
Okay.
So big guy has his Ronin right behind him, right?
Yep.
And he is definitely inside all of my ranges.
Yarp.
So
Smacking.
the first thing I'm going to do is a full tech action.
Okay. Full tech action. Interesting.
Yep. It's from my Sisyphus class in HP.
Okay.
Roll 2d20 and note the results X and Y. These numbers are lost at the end of your next turn. Gain the probabilistic cannibalism reaction until the end of your next turn. And that is 2 times per round. Me or any other character within sensors would roll a d20. Effective choose X or Y, that number immediately becomes the result of the roll.
Okay.
So, first one is 12. And the second one is 16.
Okay.
Then I'm going to overcharge to hit that Ronin with my heavy machine gun.
Roll to hit.
Ooh. And so just to remember, we had attack bonus and grit.
Yes, don't forget your grit. At this point, it should
Okay.
be +2.
13.
Yep.
13, unacceptable. Just kidding. That barely hits.
Ooh. I'm down for that. For 11 points of damage.
You do 11 points of damage, a solid schwack to our handy dandy Roman over here. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, damn it. I almost forgot. Omni gun.
Yes, gotcha.
Hey, there we go. Only gun important.
Yep, 1 AP.
Alright. Goes through his non-existent armor and does another damage. He's still up and about, but he is tore up. Bam. Okay.
Awesome.
Solid job. Next, the enemy. Ronin is the fastest, so we're going to start with the Ronin. He is going to attack the person he is snuck up on. Making 2 attacks. And he does have an accuracy +1.
Are those the light up dice?
No, they're not the light up dice. My light up dice are hidden over here for customers.
They sound like metal.
One of them is.
Oh, that would do it.
It's
It's a very good clacking.
yeah, it's
Ooh!
super fancy. It's hollow metal.
Oh, I have one
Oh,
like that.
did you get that from Forgotten Realms?
I did not know. I bought it on Amazon when it was on sale last year or something.
I got
a
second
9
one.
total
Ooh.
and a 15 total. Oh, sorry. Let me reroll that one. And a 50. That's 13 total. Both of them against you, Waylon.
A 9 and a 15.
Mm-hmm.
The 9 does not hit. Wait.
I forgot they have a +4 attack bonus. My bad. I was just looking at the X-ray. So 13 and 19. No, sorry, 17. 13 and 17.
Okay. Is this a ranged attack or is this
melee? He's attacking you with his carbon fiber sword.
So you said it was like 13 and 18? Well,
13, 17, yeah.
Okay. Well, those both hit. So I am going to use one of my 2 Blade Master dice
Okay.
to parry.
Oh.
Which means I gain resistance to all damage, heat, and burn that would be dealt by the attack.
Just one of them or both of them?
I don't know. I assume it's just one of them.
Yeah.
I also don't remember what Brace does. What does Brace do, actually? Brace is the alternative.
So, Brace is under actions. Where is it? Action Economy. Yes.
Oh, all other attacks against me are made at +1 difficulty.
That does not sound great. Brace, here we go. So, reaction once per round. You are hit by an attack and damage has been rolled. Effect, you count as having resisted all damage, burn, blah, 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 until the end of your turn. All other attacks against you are made at a +1 difficulty. Due to the stress of bracing, you cannot take a reaction until the end of your next turn. And on that turn, you can only take one quick action. You cannot overcharge, move normally, blah, blah, blah. So your parry is a much better version of that, basically.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to parry.
Okay, so you parry, and that saves you from 3 of the damage on the first attack.
Okay, so it only does how much damage?
Total between the two, 9. Yeah.
Oh, between the two?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not too bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
Most of the storms blown by California already.
Oh Jesus. Well, I am hurting, but I'm also doing somewhat okay. I'm really glad I used most of my repair capacity to repair that structure that I had.
That was a smart choice.
Yeah.
All right.
I repair the structure. So.
Next.
I'm gonna be dealing with this Ronin once it's my turn.
Rook, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
That would be you.
Yay. Okay, so Squawk is driving my mech, and I'm piloting around as a pilot. So since I have Infiltrator, I can move through enemy squares and all that fun stuff. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to move through the big Titan and basically run under its legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on my way through there, I'm going to activate one of my weapons, which is... You can find it in our profile. Thermite charges. And I'm going to thermite charge one of its legs as a quick action. And then as a secondary quick action, I'm going to pew-pew my laser gun. So you just see me slide, throw something on the mech, and kablooey the thing. The thermite charge doesn't go off yet. That I have to burn another quick action to do it. So I'm just setting it as a mine. So basically when he moves, he's going to get got. And I'm out of range. So I shoot. 18 plus pluses. With our that's a critical as is, which does nothing for my heavy signature, unfortunately. But it sounds cool. I did 4 points of variable damage to the big guy which probably actually isn't that much because he big guy. Where is your armor? Yep. Okay, so it does some damage, but not a ton. You see it kind of like slowly turn, but that's when Squawk says my turn and he clotheslines him. But not actually clotheslines him. Just, in spirit.
I mean, if you wanted to clothesline him, there are mechs for that. I want to make a luchador mech now. Oh, that'd be so much fun.
Yes. So he's going to use the bolt thrower because he's definitely within range. It's got a reliable 2 at least. Yeah.
What is the range of that bolt thrower? I'm actually curious.
8. It's not super far.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it a heavy?
Yeah, it's a heavy mount.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, it's a heavy cannon. And then for my second quick action, I'm going to activate the auxiliary port and fire both of my hand cannons, because why not? Well, a whopping 3 plus... what's my plus to hit again? 2. So 5 total probably misses. Let's see here. Wow, it's so close. I'm going to inspire myself. So using my own thing, I'm going to give me an accuracy, basically. This is my special ability for my bond. Just so y'all know. Another 3. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 is enough to hit this thing. I need it. So 2d6 kinetic and 1d6 explosive. 5, 4, 4. So a total of 13 points of kaboom. A solid thwack. Where are you? It's still alive even with a little bit of damage I did, and obviously it tanks a little bit because it has armor. And then hand cannons fire. They're firing at the same time, so this isn't an advantage roll. I'm just rolling both dice. 18 plus 2 is a critical, and 6 plus 2 is an 8. So 1 hit, 1 crit. They're D6s, and since it wasn't a natural roll 20, I just roll 2d6 and take the better of the 2, so we'll do that one first. 6 and wow, double 6s, baby. Not that helps at all. And then for the regular attack, a 5. So 5 and 6 is 11. Wow. Your boy done aced him. Right? 6 and 5 is 11. Even with his negations on both of those attacks, because they're separate weapons, would cut it down by 4 points, basically. 11 minus 4 is what? 7? 7 to the 13 points of damage I had done with the other 2 attacks is exactly 20, which is its health. So I'm now going to add something onto the board because now there's just a random thermite mine just chilling. Just.
That's fair.
If someone walks over to the body, they're getting blown up. That or I'm going to have to go
I have
back
a
there and
question.
disarm it.
That is your thermite mine, right?
Yes. It will not blow up on you guys.
No. The question is, what is the range on that thermite mine?
1, I think.
It's hard to tell because I can't tell if it's in the middle of 1 or it's in between 3.
Sorry. There you go.
So it's like a burst 1 area around it?
It is a burst 1 area around it, yes.
I have idea. We will see what idea ends up doing, though.
I'm only a little scared.
Anyway, whose turn is it?
One of the enemies.
Yep, enemy and then Waylon.
All right, Sentinel over there who snuck up on y'all. Where are you, Sentinel? That supports. Oh, Sentinel, here we are. You guys fight these guys a lot. He has a shotgun, so Unfortunate for Squawk there. He's gonna take the shotgun blast because he's. Wait, can he hit both of them? Well, it's a straight line. They are lined up. So, silly question. With the shotgun, can it hit multiple people in its line of attack?
If it says cone,
Okay, it's not a cone. It's just a straight line.
if it's straight line, then yeah. I think the only things that can hit multiple people are cone. There's like special like beam ones,
Okay.
and I think like burst and stuff like that.
Yeah, burst, right? Explosions.
Yeah. What's the beam symbol? Because I know that. It has
It's
a
not
different
really.
thing.
It doesn't have its own thing. It's basically like a line, but it says from this point onwards to its maximum range. Anything that would like be in the line of its maximum range also gets hit.
Okay, yeah,
Like the
because
Barbarossa's cannon.
Yeah, exactly.
and
Like it's
the
a
fires.
specific.
Fire
It'll
is
say
similar,
it like
yeah.
under special effects for the weapon.
Regardless, Squawk is the one that gets shot because he's closest. Plus
No,
1 to
Squawk.
hit. Well, it's his line mech. I don't want you. Total of 11, 12. So I'm pretty sure that hits. I'm pretty sure I have an 11. No, I only have a 10. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I definitely get hit. Shotgun to the face for a whopping. Just straight up 6 damage. Okay, cool. Can he use his reaction to do anything? The real question. Nope, that's when you brace. Never mind. Oh, actually, he's going to use this as his reaction, right? When you brace, you become invisible until the end of your next turn, and you may immediately move spaces equal to your speed. So, he's going to dip, potato chip, become invisible, and run away. Because he is not needing to stand still. There's no need to hold the port. Speed of 5. Wow, I'm fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zoop! And they can't see me. Mostly. That's the reaction. That's his turn, and that's the enemy. Next. Waylon. Finish off the Ronin.
Can I don't give me numbers,
Okay.
but how badly is this Ronin looking?
Oh, it looks goofed.
Oh, like mad goofed?
Mostly goofed.
Okay. Is there any other like enemy right next to me, or is it
Yes.
just that one?
So Ronin is directly next to you. If you were to move 1 square over, you could be next to 2 enemies. The other one over there is Hornet.
Okay. Well, if I move 1 square away, that would give it the attack of opportunity it needs.
If
Actually, wait, what am I worried about? I have threat 2 on my torches. I'm an idiot. I have what is it? The external battery, which lets me it gives me additional threat to my weapons.
Okay.
So I don't even need to move. I can hit the Hornet and the Ronin from here, depending on things.
Okay.
So let's see. What would this? Yeah, let's do it this way. I'm just gonna barrage with both of my torches, which are my main melee weapons.
Okay.
Read through everything first. Oh wait. Okay.
Hey, we
No,
get a viewer. Hello,
no, I'm not
viewer.
gonna use that. I'm just gonna barrage.
Barrage. All right, do it.
Okay, so first attack gets. Oh no, I dropped my d6.
You fool.
First attack gets +1 accuracy. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Okay, cool. So first attack gets +1 accuracy. So D20.
Mhm.
Okay. Plus 2. Plus D6. That is a total of 21. Not a nat 20.
Okay.
I
So
still don't know how we want that to work. I forgot we did
that's still a regular critical for the for critical stuff. It just not doesn't activate predator.
Okay. Accuracy plus ones. One. It's weird. It's a. I don't care anymore.
Tell me what's up.
I don't. When I look in the whole thing, it says attack roll, and when I put in 21, it says critical.
Right, it's still a critical. It just doesn't activate the.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not worried about it right now.
Okay.
It is something I was going to look up, and then I completely forgot like a goof because I like sleep. Anyway,
That's fair.
rolling that hit.
Do it.
On critical hit, all damage dice are rolled twice, including bonus damage, and highest result from each source is used. Okay, they actually put that in.
Yes.
But then it doesn't say anything about. Screw it. I'm not bringing this up again. Rolling. Okay. Plus. U. Okay. So. That's. Yeah. Think. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, yep. So I do 3 regular what's it called? 3 energy damage.
Okay.
Oh no wait, I didn't re-roll it.
Yoo-hoo.
I'm an idiot. Rolling. Okay, so I do 4 energy damage
Woo.
and okay, well, that's actually quite a lot better. So I do 4 energy damage and a total of 9 burning damage and plus 2 heat.
Oh, he dead AF off the bat.
See, that's 4
As I said, he was goofed.
energy, that's 3 burning, that's 9 burning. Hard to destroy. And you said he's dead?
He did.
Okay, that's 1 down. Second one is going to hit Buddy Boy Hornet over there.
Buddy boy hornets. Doodaloo.
And this one's just going to be a straight D20. Okay. Plus 2, right? Yeah, okay. So 17.
17.
Do you want? Well, you're gonna hit anyways. Never mind.
Roll it. Roll damage. Yeah, you definitely hit.
17.
Though, just as a
Second.
note, that is relatively close because they have pretty good evade.
Yeah, I know, but it's better safe than sorry. Now, the fun part. I wanted to spread my damage out just for this reason, because my second one is the one with overpowered caliber.
Okay.
So, rolling that D6. Okay, that's not bad. That's 5 plus 3 plus another 6. Another 6.
Okay.
9 total. So, that is 5 energy damage.
Okay.
And that is. Yep, that is 9 burning damage that ignores AP.
Okay.
Is he alive or dead?
Not even close to being alive.
Okay, well, I'm going to burn my, what's it called? Blade Master thing.
Okay.
Which is once per round when you hit with a melee attack, you may spend a Blade Master die to immediately grapple or ram your target as free action after the attack has been resolved.
So you want to grab this now crushed up half a mech?
No, I'm grabbing the Hornet. Oh, I thought you said Hornet was still alive.
No,
No, they're both dead.
you murked the
Oh.
first guy, no problem with that. That
Okay,
mine
I-
burn
I-
is tearing through people. Especially
Okay,
because
I
both
heard-
people you attack don't have armor anyway.
Okay, I heard. Okay, I didn't hear. I didn't care. I didn't hear. Okay, he's dead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just murdered both of them with no reservation.
What is the nearest enemy?
That
Which
would
one of
be
those
the
is
sentinel
it?
right here. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish away. You could probably get there in 4 if I counted better.
Well, I would need to ram or target that one. How you said 5-ish away?
Yeah, so he should be under your speed, right? Because you have a speed of 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my speed to get up to him.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There you go. Make a ram attack.
Well, I can't do that because I use my full thing. I used both of my quick actions for that barrage. Remember?
Fair. I thought your thing gave you a free ram. Well, hey, a subscriber.
I think
Hey,
that's
Naomi, thank you. Appreciate you.
I think that's only for the target that I am attacking. So that's if they
Yeah.
were still alive.
Okay. That makes sense.
My bad.
No, you're good.
That was just a. I didn't hear. Okay, he's dead. I just heard okay. So I was like, all right, time for Plan B.
Well, you've moved up on the other guy. Who's next?
Enemy. None of these enemies have gone this combat. None of the currently alive ones.
You are 100% correct. Thank you for that. So, what that means is you just walked up on this MO Sentinel. He 100% should have used his reaction to shoot you with the shotgun. My bad. But he's not going to because he wasn't paying any attention apparently. He's going to hit you with his retractable sword. Give it the old hiya.
He's gonna hit me with that retractable sword.
Pinky.
He's also going to activate. Become slow, but can take Overwatch once per turn, so once per round. Yeah, not gonna matter.
Well, regardless, I'm
18
going
plus
to parry.
pluses. He definitely hits.
Gonna do that parry.
All right, you do the parry. It does 2 whole points of damage after your parry. Obviously, subtract your armor.
Where is armor? Where is armor on the thing over here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, that's actually not that bad.
All right, point blank shotgun.
Thank goodness
blast.
for armor. Holy crap.
Right. Point blank shotgun. Just kidding. He only gets 1 attack. He will activate the Eye of Midnight, though, so he can activate Overwatch. Every turn instead of once per round. Next. So I can do.
Who has yet to go? RJ, have you yet to go?
RJ hasn't entered combat yet.
He is still technically out of combat. There's a
So
big white
it's
objective marker on your screen that has a very familiar looking ship inside of it.
Does it look like RJ's?
You could assume. You didn't get a real close look at it, but that might be a smart decision.
Well, Frozen, you already went, didn't you? I think
Yeah,
we've all
it's the
went.
remaining enemies combat.
All right, pew pews. Assaulted up. There's 2 assaults. They can not. They cannot. Whatever. One is attacking Waylon, and the other one is also attacking Waylon if it is in range. It is. So they're both firing their heavy assault rifles at you. First one to do it. 13 total.
That hits.
Okay, second one. 4 total.
Second one does not hit.
All right, so the long range one just goes over your shoulder wildly. The first one hits though, so you still take reliable 2 from the far one. Obviously, subtract your armor.
Okay.
And then the other guy does 6. No rolls. Would you like to parry that as well? Can you parry that? No, that's only melee stuff. Huh?
No, I only did the reaction once.
Okay. So you take
However, I will say, even just having a little bit of armor really does help. Holy crap.
Yeah. What about bracing? Can you brace? Or no? You already
No,
use
because
reaction.
it uses my reaction. My parry uses my reaction.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right.
The only good thing about bracing is then I get
difficulty.
everybody else that tries to attack me gets +1 difficulty. Yeah.
Gotcha. Top of the order.
Start round 3.
Round 3.
That would be me, unless RJ joins combat this round.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. I think I need to get a little bit closer with all of these guns.
Pretty sure. What's your speed? And I'll just move you straight line.
Speed is 4.
Well, that gets you right here. Would you like to
That-
dash?
Nope, that gets me within range
Okay.
of everything.
Oh yeah, you got big guns. Don't mind me.
Artillery support. Woo.
I'm telling you.
Us close hand fighters
We
are like,
like
oh
having
yeah,
artillery.
that's nice.
I might leave that guy for you, and I'm gonna target that that assault that's closer to Waylon.
This one right here.
Yep.
All right, roll to hit.
Hold on, just a minute. Gotta remember what all my stuff does.
You have the big guns. You shoots the big guns.
I do has the big guns, and I do shoots the big guns, but I also have abilities that help with shooting the big guns.
The big guns.
So I'm gonna activate Hunter Lock on him.
Okay.
So first successful ranged attack gets +3 damage.
All right, that's nice.
Then as a free action, I'm gonna fire the Omni Gun.
You do so. A wombo combo over there. Which one are you hitting? That one. Okay.
Yep, that one.
So
he's gonna
as
take,
you do so, go ahead and tell me the damage.
just straight 4.
Straight up 4. Well, as you do this, he uses his reaction to activate Hunker Down. So he gains resistance to all damage from the attack, which means he just takes 2.
Spit.
I mean, that's what
All
they
right.
do. Also, it has armor, so it tanks that pretty
Well,
hard.
then I'm going to activate my heavy machine gun.
You baited him. He wasn't ready. He's like, defend from the Omni Gun.
And
Against for the people on Twitch.
for a dirty 20.
A straight up dirty 20, which is a critical, so roll your extra die. Or roll double your amount of die and take the highest of all your rolls.
Take the 6 and the 5 and leave the 2 2s behind.
That's a solid choice.
So we got 11 plus 4 is 15 damage.
Okay. That it?
And then what other kind of craziness can I get overcharge again for another heat?
So I just want you to know, just as a side note, that you definitely killed him. But literally just barely. Both the 2 enemies that were defeated by me and you on the line of their health, just barely. Our friend over here, Waylon, obliterated both of his targets. Just no mercy. Sent them into the next world screaming.
I am very good at doing one thing, and that one thing is so happens to be anarchy and or carnage.
So
I am an arsonist.
I'm gonna say for Flare, if you end someone directly at 0 hit points, their mech is salvageable.
Ooh.
Like, it might still be hurt, but it's definitely usable if someone else needed to use it for some reason.
That's good, because that means we could train mech pilots.
Okay.
That is, yeah, okay. So I might not be as good at this as I thought. I'm very good for getting rid of something.
Look, destroying the mech is making sure it's safe. Putting it at 0 is just like you did a skilled shot and blew up the pilot, or just straight up disabled it. The pilot might still even be alive.
I blew up the cockpit, but we can salvage it.
If we shove my 2 mechs together, they'll make a functioning mech, I swear.
I mean, that's how it works in BattleTech. You straight up blow up the cockpit, and it's just like, well, I'm still in that mech.
Yes.
There's no pilot there. They won't need it.
Exactly. That's exactly how that works.
Pretty great.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's good. I'll leave it where it's at.
Okay. Next is the enemy. There's 2 enemies, so I'm going to do the other assault just because I already have his stats pulled up. Squawk is no longer hidden because it's the end of the round. No, it's till the start of his next turn. Never mind. He's still hidden. So you just blew up his buddy. He's going to shoot at you. Pew Pew Heavy Assault Rifle. 7 total, I assume misses.
Does I upped my evasion to 9?
Nice. You do still take the reliable 2.
That's okay.
But that's all you can do. You just kind of nicks your back. Next.
You.
Me. Okay. So I'm gonna use my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, and get to here. I'm gonna use one of my quick actions to pick up my thermite since it didn't get used. And then I'm going to load my gun. Yeah, gotta reload that ordnance, baby. I mean, I guess I could technically shoot at things. Oh, no, I take that back. I'm not going to reload the cannon. I am instead going to give Squawk some instruct. Actually, I can do it as a free action. He has his own choices now. Never mind. I don't have to. Reload my gun. Squawk, or as I'm reloading, I tell Squawk to get over to that jet and release whatever mech is in there. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to the back of the mech. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's the wrong mech. There you go. RJ has entered combat at your initiative 6. You're gonna go. You're gonna go now, as if you just entered combat. But your mech turns on. You've been sitting in a cold cockpit for the last what feels like week. You've been surviving on survival rations inside your cockpit. The last thing you remember was there was a small fleet guarding the exit ring, and your comrade pushed away from you, or you pushed your comrades away, whatever, towards the ring to kind of fling them at an escaping ship. You don't know if either of them made it because you got EMP'd and your mech has been on shutdown this entire time. Though you hear a familiar voice that sounds like the MPT of one of your comrades, and it is actively turning on your ship. Your ship is now on.
Hey, welcome back.
Actually, can I let me see if I can find a Squawk voice really quick.
You should do the narrator for Squawk.
I don't think Squawk would be a good narrator voice. I thought this one would be good. You don't like this one?
It worked.
Okay. Anyway, pilot, wake up. We need your help, quickly. There's still enemies about. Also, good to see you.
Where's the closest enemy to me?
There is a undamaged sentinel directly in front of Wayland's ship. And then there is that's the closest one, excuse me. You are technically prone, so you're gonna have to spend half of your movement to stand up.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna say it like this. You're gonna use half of your movement to stand up, and then the rest of your movement to dismount the ship that you are technically in. Right. So basically, you have to crawl out and then stand up, but it'll get you there.
Okay.
You could also go on the far side if you want to be here. Your choice.
Oh, crawl me out. That's fine.
Okay. So yes, the closest enemy is this little white dot right here. He is within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Also, that assault that's undamaged on the far side.
Yes, but the assault is way out of range comparatively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I guess you do have the sniper rifles and stuff, so
I was
he's
gonna say, doesn't his...
Never mind, his mech is the long range one.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
find my stupid part that tells me my weapons again. Gosh dang it.
It's on the mech itself.
Oh, on the mech. Okay. There we go. Okay, so missile rack, soul pattern, laser rifle, anti-material rifle. Okay. So range 8, range 20, range 10, and range 4.
Alright.
Well, that anti-material rifle can definitely hit that assault.
Yes. He looks like he's made of material for sure.
All right, so I guess I will shoot him. What do I roll? Just a D20?
Yeah. D20 plus your grit, which is 2. Also, I think your thing has an accuracy, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you roll D6 of that, yes?
Yep.
Thank goodness for D6. So 18.
Okay, 18 definitely hits. You're shooting this guy that was shot at already, right?
He was shot at already?
Not yet. Sorry, not shot at already.
Is the guy in front of the closest to me? Is he already
He is... He is not. He's undamaged as well.
Yeah, I'll shoot the far guy, right? That's fine.
Okay. You've already rolled, so hit, roll damage.
2d6.
He's gonna hunker down though. That's his reaction. He ain't having none of that.
So 5 and 3 is 8.
Okay. Any extra bonusy silliness from your mech?
It's armor piercing.
That's important. Yeah, because the armor affects after the reduction, so that's good. And you said how much total? 8 total?
Yes, 8.
Okay, so you do some damage to him. It's a solid schwack, but it kind of shrugs it off. Next. Also, the hunker down is once per round, not once per turn. I don't know how we got once per turn that one combat, but we were definitely wrong. I know it was like 10 sessions ago, but regardless. Any other weapons attacks? Because your rifle is an ordnance.
Right. Well, I could shoot a laser or a missile. Those are 8 and 10 range.
So you cannot hit the far guy with those, but you can shoot the dude in front of Wayland with either one of those.
Yep.
Okay, so let's hit it with the missile.
All right, roll. You sure you want to use the missile? Well, I guess you could aim it over here or whatever. That's fine. Roll to hit.
So I rolled 18 plus 2, so 22.
22 is a critical. Wait, you rolled a 20? A nat 20?
No, 18 plus 2 plus 2.
Plus 2 plus 2. Where are you getting the other plus 2 from?
My attack bonus.
Your attack bonus is including your grit, yeah? Or am I missing something?
No, it has. I don't know. It just says attack bonus. Is what it says. And
Right. So that's
on top of that, right?
No. That is your grit.
Okay, so it's 20 then.
Okay. It's still critical. Doesn't change anything. Roll. How much damage is it supposed to do?
1d3 plus 1.
Okay. So roll double that, basically. Roll 2d6, cut both of them in half, yada yada.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing. What'd you roll?
2 4s.
Okay, so you take a 4 regardless, which cuts down to a 2, right? Plus 1, so
Plus
total.
1, so 3 total.
3 total. You do 3 damage. It's hit. You pinked them. You pinked them both. Both took damage. All right. Back to the enemy's initiative, which jumps over to the Sentinel. Sentinel, that literally right in front of you. No reason not to do a sword and shotgun. Dun, dun, dun. Just a quick action. So it's going to activate Eye of Midnight, which means it's slowed, which you can't, half its speed or whatever. But you're just going to use a shotgun again. Waylon, you're literally right there, so it's going to go and do that. Waylon, can you jump out of the way of a whopping 7?
Yeah.
Okay, it rolled a 7, so total 7.
Not hit.
Okay, it swings and a miss. There's no reliable on this, so you just like move the shotgun out of the way with your weapon. That's what he gets for trying to be point blank. Next. Talking to. It's not gonna run away. That's top of the order? Yeah. No, it's Waylon. Waylon! Your turn.
Woohoo.
Wailing Waylon. That should be your nickname. An earned title for the future. Dun, dun, dun. Whenever you are ready, sir. No rush. Little rush. Not that much, though. Sorry. Don't mind me. I am being dumb.
Alright. Well, I'm put all my eggs in a basket.
Okay.
Time to barrage again.
Barrage the boopy bops. Roll it.
Rolling. Ooh, base die is an 18, but I get advantage. Not advantage. Accuracy. Okay, so 18 plus 2 plus 4, so that is a total of 24.
A total of 24.
Yep, and I'm rolling on the one that has overpowered caliber. Heck yeah.
Roll your damage. That's gonna hurt.
It is going to hurt quite a lot. Let's see. So base Oh no. That's actually. Oh god. Uh-oh. No, you don't understand. I rolled a 1,
Mhm.
so I get to re-roll it, but I get to keep that 1. So if I roll a 6, that's 7 total.
Yes,
And it
yes.
keeps going. Because
Right.
overkill or whatever.
Mhm.
So okay. I will take that. Plus you. Okay. Okay. Um, I'm sorry. I genuinely am.
Don't say that. I'll cry.
So this guy takes 4 energy damage,
Okay. That's not a lot.
2 heat.
Okay. You got plenty of heat capacity.
No, he takes 2 heat. Oh no, he's still good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 15 burn damage.
Oh, that is a lot.
I rolled max on the 2 additional dice, which is the D6 from Fusion Hemorrhage and the extra D6 for Overpowered Caliber. Plus the base 13 is 15 total.
Okay, well, so God, that does so much. I feel like that's way overpowered. But regardless, he's probably dead.
Gotta love how burn is AP. If not,
Yes.
he is definitely on fire.
Right. Okay, so you just said 15 AP, or I mean burn. So he takes that off the bat.
Mhm.
And then how much was the regular damage? The kinetic or energy, I should say.
Oh, energy was just 4.
Okay, so he does get to negate that a little, but it doesn't really matter because of all the other damage he's taken and would have wiped him out all by himself. So you continue to just annihilate your enemies. Your little torches just burn right through them. That's basically a giant lightsaber.
Yeah, pretty much. I am wielding 2 pillars of flame, and that's not even as crazy as I can get.
Right? Okay, he's done. Delete. Next person.
Is that guy up there reachable by me, or is he too far?
I mean, you can move, I guess. Can't get to him, but you can get to like there.
Okay. Well, I was gonna barrage, but since my second won't hit no matter what, I guess I just have a quick action then.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to do? I mean, you could use the quick action to do something, I guess. Oh, sorry.
Actually, wait, I can quick action ram him. I might do that. Well, no, I would need to. I would need boost, so never mind.
Okay.
So I think I'm
You could also lock
actually.
on,
What
right?
is he again? Yeah. Oh, I could lock on. I forgot. What is the rules for lock on? Is it a
So,
quick attack or
yes.
quick
Yes.
tech?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Could also go into Overwatch. But quick tech, yep. Lock on. When you
Where
lock on,
are
you do mark.
you? There it is. Is it? Yeah, it's just lock on.
Yes.
What is my sensors, actually? That does matter. Oh, sensor range is 10. Oh, yeah, I'll just lock on. That's fine.
Okay, you do so.
Okay. Oh, we're good.
Okay.
That is it. But who do we have left? Ow.
Let's stop with the order.
Yep.
Oh, was I the last person?
You are the
Yep.
last person.
You are the last person in the order.
Oh.
That makes it RJ.
Alrighty, let's There's only one guy left.
Mm-hmm.
Let's shoot him.
Isn't your anti-material rifle loading?
Yes.
How far away is he?
He is 11.
Okay. So yep, I guess I gotta spin this round to loading.
Okay. I mean, it's stabilized, but whatever. You do so. Load up all your weapons that need reloading.
Next.
The one remaining enemy. You guys hear over an open comms. Barricade the gate with whatever you got. We don't have much time left. It's an old sounding man seems to be yelling into the radio as loudly as possible. Alright, so I'm just gonna stay there. It's the safest spot for him, honestly. Pew pew Waylon. 15-16. Waylon, that'll be 6. Maybe. He's muted, which means he has stepped away. The bum! Okay, when he gets back, we'll see what happens. Jumping over to whoever's next. Top of the order. Pew pews.
Oh, really? Everybody else went already?
No, it's my turn.
Yeah, gosh, Raj. Waylon should be last.
Waylon
Yeah,
got
Waylon
shot
was
at.
getting hit.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Frozen, what are you doing?
He is. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's 8.
That sounds right. You could also move closer. You have movement. Oh, by the way, all my guns reloaded because I didn't do an attack last round.
Yep.
Not that this enemy is going to make it through this round.
I will go ahead and move 2 steps closer just to be sure that he's a 100% in range.
Okay, you do so.
And he's going to get my heavy machine gun.
You gonna get it. You gonna do it.
16.
16 hits for sure.
And 11 damage.
You do 11 points of pew pew. He's still standing, but not looking great. He's actually going to use the hunker down on your attack because that's a lot of damage.
Damn it, bastard.
He says, I don't like that. I don't like that none.
Then I'm going to use my smart gun on him.
Okay. Oh, hey, we could have used the boot up action for RJ. Dang it. Yeah, whatever. Basically what Squawk did for him.
Oh, this is telling me I can't use the smart action that way. The smart gun that way. The way the rules read and the way CompCon lets you do things is really stupid.
Oh, it is what it is. I mean,
so yeah, smart gun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is a nat 20, sir.
Okay. Do you have Predator or Brutal?
I don't.
That's unfortunate.
I'm not that cool. And it does just as a straight 4 damage. I don't even have to get to roll anything fancy.
Okay. Do you do 4 more damage? You want to hit him with that Omni gun?
I do want to hit him with that Omni gun.
You do. Not that he needed it. All right, you guys have cleared the enemies off the board. We'll see if Waylon survived the combat whenever he gets back. But good job. You pew-pewed away. So what sits in front of you is now a shut, locked gate and a small base. My character, since it didn't do anything special, will run up, and I'm gonna actually get inside my mech for safety reasons, so I don't get squished by any kind of extra reinforcements that may show up. So, what do you guys do? Again, the base isn't huge. Excuse me, but it's big enough. You would guess that if there are mechs left over, there probably isn't a lot. And so you'll be dealing with a lot of ground troops. You guys just gonna want to burn and turn the place, or what? How are you gonna clear out the building?
Well, we want to keep it as operational as possible.
Correct.
So I don't know I don't necessarily think smashing through it with, except for the front door, obviously, with mechs is going to be the best idea. I think now's a great time to call in our infantry forces.
Okay. They still have to get here. You know what I mean?
That's
The reason
true.
they haven't landed anywhere close is because of the trying to think of the word here. Sorry.
Oh, the anti-air guns.
Correct.
Crap. All right, well, why don't we just bust through the front door and see what we're looking at?
Okay. You will notice that because of the size of the front door, you can't really go in through the front door. But there is a mech building bay not super far away, but it is definitely locked down. But before then, there's a gate you guys have to get through.
Okay.
How would you like to dispose of said gate? Now again, you want to keep this mostly intact, so completely destroying the front gate probably isn't the best choice. There are other options besides blowing things up, though.
Yeah.
They're not as fun, but you can do it.
They exist.
Hold on a second. Let me get my stuff pulled up here. I really wish I had known more about this game when I started building this character. Well, unless it's blowing something up or inventing a tool to open it, I'm pretty much out on this one.
You say blowing something up? Here, I'm gonna feel technically closer.
Yep, blowing something up or inventing a new tool.
I look at you and hand you my semi-activated thermite charge. Would this work?
That'd work.
There you go. I use it to blow up mechs and things. It's supposed to be for doors.
Let's open this gate with some thermite.
All right, blow something up. Make a roll. See how well you set the thermite in its design purpose.
So that's a nat 19.
Nice.
Plus 2 from blow something up and plus 2 from grit, right?
Yes.
So 23.
Seriously. Got it. So yeah, you line this
Sorry
thing up
about
like it was meant for it, and you strip the gate of its lock. So it won't be able to be lockable without some repairs. But you didn't destroy the whole thing. Yeah, after doing that, though, two mechs who aren't you, so I'm going to say myself and RJ, will rip the gate open, allowing for you and Waylon to kind of clear the room, more or less. Your choices in front of you are the main door, the mech hangar, and what looks to be a landing pad that has smaller personnel ships instead of the big ship that was carrying RJ's mech. It's like,
Okay.
think personal car transporty kind of things. Also, before we move on, Waylon.
Sorry about that. My mom got home. I had
No.
to help her cut in.
You're good. You're good. Just so you know, you took another shot from 6 points of rifle damage from something.
Aye. Could I say I reduced it by deflect?
If you have if that's how that one works, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me roll this. I need to roll it on a 5 up. I gain resistance to all the. Okay. I rolled a 6. Yes. Woohoo.
Okay.
Okay, so that gets reduced down to 3, which gets
Then
down to 2.
nice.
So I managed to not structure.
Yes, good. And then we marked it. That's kind of what I assume would happen. So you have reflect and deflect?
Yeah, you get it at duel 3. You get parry, deflect, feint, and trip.
Ooh, fancy.
And all of those I can use a Blade Master dice for.
Nice. Okay. Cool. It's kind of awesome, actually. All right. So next up, what do you guys see?
So
Hanger, main door, or
at this point, I would like to attempt to take control and again offer surrender.
Okay, so you try to make a large scale announcement. Go ahead and make a take control, but also make some kind of hacking check. You're gonna need to basically hack their announcements, or let one of your allies do so.
Could I say we ended combat?
Yeah, we're definitely out of combat.
Cool.
Here, I'll switch to
I
my
don't
face.
have any hacking skills.
Which is why I said you can let an ally do it.
Is there an ally
I'm
that can hack
using-
the communication systems, or do?
I am very proficient in hacking.
Well, let's see if we can get them to surrender without having to myrtleize them.
Already on it. I'm waiting for CompCon to let my sheet load in.
Gotta let that sheet load.
Okay.
Hey,
So
your sheet loaded fast.
profile. There we go. Hacker fix. So D20 plus. Okay. That is a 19.
Okay, serious pass.
Could I also help him take control with a threaten?
I don't see why not.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to use one of my bond powers then.
Bond powers, do
This
it.
is Bond Power the Sun. I gain increased effect in all actions for the rest of the scene.
Wow, that's very powerful.
It's a very good one, but you have to have 3. Since I started with Titan, I think that one's in the Fool. You can take your first 2 bond powers have to be in your specific bond. Your third gets to be in a different. Yeah, so
Nice.
pretty cool. It lets you do other things. So
Right,
anyway,
yeah. So once you get to your third power, you can do veteran stuff.
Yes, but you can also dip into another one.
Yes.
Like you can go into a different bond and take a regular power.
Yes. Okay.
So
Anyways,
I think
that's
it's
an 18 plus whatever I get for his assistance.
okay.
I mean, I have a +2 to threaten, so I don't know if we just want to tack that onto it.
Yeah, we'll tack that on. That sounds fair.
I make you sound extra threatening over the speaker.
He gives you the crackly voice.
It's oh no, it's just like a. All I can imagine is like the V for Vendetta. Today will forever be a day. Oh god, I need to watch that movie again. It's so good. Oh, anyway, sidetracked.
Yeah, with a 19, you're able. You get a response. What are your demands? What do you want?
More beer.
RJ. RJ.
We want all armaments left behind and all soldiers to leave. We want this base.
Okay, if you let me get a deeper into how they're feeling here. Demoralized AF and very willing to leave. So, they say, look, we'll drop all weapons. You can have the couple mechs that are left in the bay. Let us get on our transport ships and leave, and we're out of here.
Agreed.
Are they leaving the beer?
Probably. I'm going to assume if there's any alcohol on the base, they are just trying to get GTF out. And if
I'm
you guys
sorry
allow
for
them to do
that.
so, the remaining individuals that aren't combat pilots, or that are combat pilots and are too scared to get in their mechs and fight, are all running to those little ships that we talked about earlier. They start flying off. You'll notice that the anti-aircraft gun locks onto them, but doesn't fire. What do you do now?
Well, now we have a base of our own, right?
More or less, you haven't entered it. You don't know if they did anything to it, or if it's safe, or anything like that. And the
Well-
defenses are obviously still active.
Well, now is the time. So I'll
I guess
dismount and make my way to the control room.
You do so! Luckily, the control room is relatively easy to find. Do you have any skills you want to do
I'm
for
gonna
finding
go
and
into the
improving?
control room with him.
You do so. I think everyone can enter at the same time. But
Yeah.
before that, Hex is going to say, we should really be careful because when the guards left their position rapidly after the fall of the thing, some of them left a whole bunch of booby traps in the important areas. So we should be careful about entering these places when lest one of us get blown up for no good reason.
You make a good point. So we will carefully make our way. Not that I have any skills to find anything, but
Can I read a situation to look for traps, or would that be investigation?
Threats in a situation? Yes.
Yeah, subtext motives or threats in a situation. So I figured that would work.
Threats.
All right,
Threats in
so
a
I'm
situation
going to
will
do
definitely
this, and I still have my the sun active, so I get increased things
work.
because it
Ooh,
lasts the entire scene.
nice. Can I inspire you?
Sure.
All right. So as you're making this check, you encourage them to give you a +1 accuracy or increased effect. I'm going to increase your effect even further.
Double increased effect. I wonder what that do. All right, rolling. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Read a situation. Okay. That is a grand total of 18.
A grand total of 18 is a success. That's critical. That's extra critical. So as you carefully read the situation, the best that you can, you find all 3 traps that they laid for you. One of them being in the control room is a computer virus that would have fried the entire system. And you stop that, catch that. The second one is a physical trap in the armory. It looks like someone rigged a grenade to the door. And the third one is in the mech hangar itself. It looks like they set both of the NHPs that were connected to the mechs there on cascade. So the NHPs are going wild.
Uh-oh.
And with that, I'm going to try and hacker fix.
Could I also hacker fix?
There are 2 mechs in there, so we both may make one for sure.
All right, hacker fixed. Does your inspiration count the entire scene? On
No,
that
no,
one
it's
person,
just
or is it
that
one?
just that one time.
Okay. Hacker fix and improve thing for the entire scene.
7. The mech or the NHP in the mech that I'm trying to fix continues to cascade and is starting to cause havoc.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, good news. Dirty 21.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 plus 4.
Nice. Okay, so you succeed by far. You turn off the thing. How do you spell cascade?
CASCADE.
Okay, one person.
CASCA.
CASCAD. Okay, I spelled it right then.
We should go to online college together, Roger.
Sounds like fun.
Get degrees in business.
I don't need no degrees. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Your wife has all the answers to all the tests.
Yeah, basically.
What I remember of Cascade, I think it means it takes control.
More or less. So there's now an active mech in the hangar causing havoc. What do you guys want to do about that?
We remotely shut down.
RJ had the same thought as I do. Can we remotely force a shutdown?
Not at this point.
I will attempt.
Base reset.
Can Hex help me rodeo onto the thing and, hack it from there?
You want me to jockey that bad boy? Hell yeah, that's what I live for, baby. So jockey.
Alrighty.
You also can do this at the same time. Basically, we're just jumping and holding on for dear life. So as a full action, we make a contested skill check against it. Mech, use grit or a related trigger at DM's discretion. The mech contests with hole. On a success, you manage to climb onto the mech. So, let's jockey.
Right,
17, and then the skill I'm using is, I would say get a hold of something because that's hilarious. And or I could do a soul. Oh, also as a side note, guys, I reread something earlier. When you're adding your grit to your numbers, when you're doing checks and stuff in your D20 for skill checks, you can use a skill or you can use grit. You don't use them together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought that's how it works. Like,
Yeah.
I have a higher hacker fix, so it's just +4. If I didn't, then I just use my grit, which is
Right.
+2.
Exactly. Yes. So that's
So for any checks that I don't have proficiency or trigger in, I can use my grit instead.
exactly. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just that I could use. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Neat.
Oh, so we could all attempt to hack or fix just using our grit instead of having the skill.
Correct. Yes, because again, with the skills and stuff that you guys can learn, they don't have to necessarily be a thing. They just have to be applicable. And basically, your grit covers your stuff. So, like, if you don't level up your read a situation skill once we get to level 6 or whatever, our grit is going to be better than that. So you're gonna want to level those things up as we gain license levels, so they stay above your grit, kind of thing.
Which is why it's good to pick a few smaller skills that you're really good at.
Yes.
Well, I know that now. I didn't know that when I
Yeah, no,
started making
neither
this
did I.
character.
Neither did I. Neither did I. I already have a threat, survival, get somewhere quickly, and assault that are about the same.
Okay, 13 for the mech's counter roll.
Oh, well, I rolled a 13 plus 2 for 15 total, so.
You're on and I'm on. All right, so on top you have 3 things you can do. You can distract, shred, or damage. Or in this case, I'm going to allow you, instead of distract, you can use some kind of hack.
Hacking time.
Okay. So, which one of us wants to go first?
I'm going to attempt a thing. This may or may not be a dumb idea.
All right, I'll let you go first.
But I think it would be kind of interesting.
Listening.
Considering everything that's happened. I'm going to attempt to jack in.
Ooh.
With the subject enhancivity suite. Like
Okay.
I said, it may or may not be good. However, it is interesting.
You are jacking into a cascading NHP, so
Suddenly his eyes start to do that whole Matrix thing where you see the numbers and
you see the numbers
rolling through his eyes.
He's starting to believe. Anyway, let me make this hacker fix.
Roll it. Don't roll bad.
Okay, that is. What do I have? +4? Numbers are difficult. 15 plus 4, it's 19. Brain does not want to work today. So I rolled a
She
19,
was
and I
only 19.
still have the super thing, the increased effect on all actions for the rest of the scene.
Okay. So, as you hack or fix your way through this, you feel like the firewall that is the cascading NHP should have fried your brain jacking into it directly. But it was so surprised that there was another voice in its head, it calmed down. While you're
Hey,
while
my
you're in
name's
there,
Whale.
while you're in there, the NHP is just confused as all get up. The last order it received was to defend the base at all cost, but it doesn't look like there's any combat or anything going on.
The base is under new management that has
How
been
did
left
I
over.
knew
We
you
are
were gonna
part of the
say that.
Hey,
That's funny. Sorry, don't mind me.
I mean it's the classic. I had to say the line. I don't remember what was the line that Agent Smith says. I haven't watched Matrix in so long. I give up. Oh well. Basically, he's going to tell him, base is under new management. We are part of the new crew coming in, and we would like to not be shot at, please.
Okay.
I like to think that's his exact reaction. Just, all right.
That was the heat going on like a big old PS4, just processing really hard.
Oh God.
So you guys will know this is probably something you should write down somewhere else. That the two different NHPs that are in here. One of them is a. How do you say this?
How is it spelled?
TLALLOC.
Laylock.
TLA.
Laylock.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So it's a Taylock NHP. And an Ashura class NHP.
All right. The Asura NHP is actually very scary to see here. It's very strong.
Yes, it is. It's technically goes on a Sherman.
Yeah. It gives them extra things. Extra quick actions.
And the Talok goes on a Monarch.
I did not know about the Talok.
Yeah, it's a tactical one that allows it to attack multiple things. So, speaking of that, what do those ships look like?
So he got the virus
Ooh.
out of the computer systems, right?
Yep. What's an
Okay.
artillery piece?
In that case, I shut down the AA systems for the time
Okay.
being, and call in our people.
Yeah, so the mechs that are left over in here, right? The Monarch is a size 2 artillery style frame.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know what a Sherman is.
Mm-hmm.
For those of
Shermans
you,
are classic, man.
Shermans are a
They're very good
size.
too. I think they're one.
Let's look here. Tell me eventually. Where are you? Yeah, size 1. They're size 1.
I have a Sherman. I'm in a Sherman.
You're in a Sherman. Oh, okay, cool. So you know exactly what they look like. There's a copy of your ship. Basically, this is the equivalent of the Rainmaker. But this one has an NHP. So, with all that being said, actually, can you take the NHP that I just talked about? The
I think
Ashura?
anybody can if it's offered. It's a system thing.
Right. Yeah, it's 3 system points. So, as a side note, RJ, if you want to pick up an NHP for your ship, 3 system points, share class. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Huh. Yeah, heck, if you have a Sherman all the way unlocked, that should be a choice for you anyway. As a side note, not important. We can do that later. But congratulations. Again, you guys have succeeded in taking the best possible route to make your flights better. There's also a large transport ship here for you, for funsies. And one of you can fly it back to the other ships, and or you just put out a signal en masse so you can have people land here. There really isn't a quote-unquote landing strip, but luckily your pilots can land pretty much anywhere. They're spaceships, not necessarily fighter pilots in the traditional sense. They're more like, an F-16 or
They
whatnot.
can hover.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Carrier jump jet.
with all that,
I mean, based on the size of the area we were just in, I bet they could land in there.
yeah, I mean, technically they could land in the tunnel and then take a long shot from that. There's just more chances of crashing. And then they'd be flying right at the base.
Well, no, the where we just had our combat. Yeah, it was big enough for that ship to land with.
Oh, yeah. They can totally land out here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you guys. There's no trying to think of the right word. It's not an airport. There isn't airport lanes. Landing strips. There's no landing strips. That's the words I'm trying to say. Not that you need them. They just don't have them.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so you guys, again, critical on the finding traps and avoided the exploding system in there, so you don't have to worry about that. None of you got accidentally blowing up checking out the armory. And you disabled both of the mechs that were going to cause havoc in the repair area. We're going to yada you guys calling your friends in and them landing. You guys have successfully captured and assimilated the base. The only downside to the route you took is the enemies know you're here because you allowed for survivors. So,
I'm not a monster yet. They keep pushing. They'll see.
Well, and then again, you guys don't really know the affiliation of these guys. They might have been attached to the army, but there's still that 20% of people that are not part of the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
So, first things first, what do you want to call your new base? It's a good-sized island, has food and supplies. We'll definitely have enough for your people to manage on. It has that whole underground system for transporting from one side of the island to the other in emergency status. It has sensors. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
It has sensors and all kinds of other things. It does already have a name, but you guys can kind of paint over it in red paint and write your own name on top of it. What would you like to do?
What's the current name? I'm curious, actually.
The current name is. I think of what we called it. Pipit. Pipit Province.
Well, I have 2 voices on my head. One of them wants to name it Fort Kickass. The other one wants to name it Secret Mount Fort Awesome because I'm a child and I remember that vague show on cartoon. But neither of these are good. What are we thinking?
Neither of these are good. Oh, Fort Kickass is great. Except for it's not a fort, it's a whole island.
What was the captain's name?
Oh, hey, good question. Her call sign was Davy Jones. But her actual name? That's the wrong button.
Let's call it the Hurt Locker. It's the only word I can think of that has locker in the name. That sounds somewhat
Sarah
cool.
Eprose. Captain Sarah Eprose. Also known as Davy Jones.
This Epros Island.
I think we absolutely should.
We are not calling it Epros Island for 2 different reasons.
Why?
This is a real life reason, and I don't think I need this.
Look, it's far enough away. It's
enough.
not close. If it
I was
would
thinking
if
of
it would
some different
sound
variation.
if it would sound better, EPROS, EPROSE.
I'm just trying to be funny. It's not
Oh,
working.
I don't understand the whole thing there, but
Don't worry about it.
I think naming it after our captain who sacrificed herself to save our lives is
That's
a good choice.
a good one. It was either that or I was trying to think of some different like variation of Crooked Smile, you know?
I was thinking the same thing too, but I couldn't
All I
quite
could
get
think of
there.
is like all I could think of getting is like Jagged Grin or something like that. Which honestly is a really cool name that
Jagged Grin Island.
sounds like Shutter Islands, just really edgy.
If this was a horror movie, I'd totally be for it. But I think Epros Island, and Epros Base sounds way better. And I believe I'm gonna roll for it. That the majority of the people are behind the name that you guys pick out. Yeah. 11% say I don't really like that. The rest of them are like, yeah, that's the name. That's the one. So,
Alright, well.
Had a really hilarious thought. Are you ready for it?
Oh boy.
The poor noodle guy got off world. It's now back on planet.
Oh, he dead.
Oh, he did?
He dead. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He did not make it.
damn.
Yeah, so you guys will know that the survivors of this were the highly skilled personnel. If you were lacking whatsoever in that last combat, you found out violently.
Damn.
What happened to the governor's son? I remember we were talking about sending him off, but I can't remember if we did or not.
Yeah, so RJ and our other companion took him to the jump gate, and then that's what he was saying when RJ was brought back, was that
Oh,
he had boosted them through the gate before he got captured.
No,
Past
they don't even know if he made it to the gate or not. He
Oh.
pushed them out of the way of the EMP rifle that shot him in the face
Yeah.
on the way to the gate.
So we still don't know what happened to him.
Correct.
okay.
Allegedly, if they made it to the gate, it's a 2-week journey to their actual location.
Yep.
And you guys are on day 3.
Yeah.
If he made it, we'll know in a little under a month.
So, it will take some time to repair the base, or not really repair the base, but get it operational and staffed and all that fun stuff. But you do have a home sector now. Excuse me, sorry. I guess it comes to, what do you want to do now? The entire operational command was wiped out because they were on the ship with the captain. They went down with the ship. They went down with her because they were the last people piloting it. So you guys have 0 command structure besides your own units. You do know that your sister squad, your sister Lancers, are allegedly still out there somewhere. They did not make it to the main group with you guys, but they are supposedly still around.
Well, then, fuck it. I'm gonna take control.
Okay.
I was gonna like. Well, main idea is going to be doing up. What do you call it? Responsibilities. That's what I'm thinking of. Giving up responsibilities. Because
Okay.
if we're the main Lancer pilots, we can't be here all the time.
Correct. Yeah, I was going to say
So
the only
trying to
person
find-
in your squad with technical rank is Spectre 2, which is the character who went off with the kid. So he's not even here to be in charge, so it's kind of up to us. Every time we have a commander, they die, though, so just be careful. Whoever takes the position's got their head on a chopping block. But Jester, you're saying you're taking over? You're gonna
Yep.
be the one in charge? Okay. So you are given a field promotion. Congratulations, Lieutenant. They can't promote you to captain, but it's the best they can do. Now you will know that some of the ace pilots are technically captains, right, because of their ranks and whatnot. But they are a captain in title, not in training. Kind of thing. So they have the skills and time in service and that kind of stuff to be the rank of captain, but not the I've been in charge of people for so long kind of thing. And the ones that were are dead. So.
And I don't think any of them really want to give up flying to run people around. But my first thing is not at all.
Not a single. I rolled 2d10s because there's 20 or so of them to just be like, some of them might have straight zeros.
They're just like, you know what? Every time that this has happened, they've died. We're just gonna hang back over.
We're not gonna do that today. Okay, so
pilots are the smart ones.
I would like to meet with the seniors amongst the pilots, the ground pounders, and engineer and crew.
Okay, so the seniors is a very loose term at the moment. But the people that have kind of stepped up in seniority and whatnot will meet you. There's one from each faction, basically. And at this point, before you go too far, we are going to start your downtime events. So you will all get 2 downtime events. The one exception to that is our organizational roles, because those have to occur regardless of whatever. Yep. So if you want to roll those because you are the one in charge right now, feel free. Roll them.
Okay, here we go.
RJ over here, burp.
19.
Okay. That's a success and then some.
And a 15.
Okay, so in our get organized here, both of those go, your organization is stable. It gains a +2 efficiency or influence to a maximum of +6.
And you had already gotten the fighters up to a max in...
Nope. So the fighters are at double 4s, and the engineers are at 2 and 4.
Okay. So... And the options again are...
+2 in influence or influence, yep.
Okay. So, if I remember right, it was the influence that I did the last time for the engineers.
Okay.
So we had 4 efficiency and 2 influence.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to bump the engineers to double 4s.
Okay.
And we're going to take the fighters to max efficiency.
Okay. So with that being said, anytime the fighter pilots are sent out on a mission, they will have a +6 to their rolls.
Perfect.
All right, sweet. Is that like fighter pilots, or is that just like all pilots in general?
Specifically, they were fighter escorts. So there's 2 factions that don't necessarily have it. Yeah, I was gonna say they don't necessarily have organizations, and that's just the other Yahoos, right, and the ground pounders.
Mm-hmm.
They don't technically have an organization, though they are at this point factions for you guys to deal with.
Yes.
So after those are rolled, downtime stuff.
I was gonna try and maybe work together with Jester to see if we can maybe make some changes, i.e., we're already limited on manpower. Maybe like some, not necessarily like heavy duty training, but maybe like some basic firearm training from the ground pounders to like the rest of the crew, the engineers and everything. So at least everybody's a little bit more.
Okay. So would you like to get focused or activate another organization?
I think get focused would be working, because I'm not making a new thing. I'm just saying, hey, can you help these guys out just so everybody's...
All right, so you're
at least a little bit of things.
So you're increasing your own skill. So actually, I think, because get focused is personalized, I really think you want get organized because it activates a whole organization.
Okay. Well,
and
then
if
let
you
me
are
make a new.
organizing the infantry to be more effective in their combat and dealing with stuff, that would totally be a valid thing to do.
Okay. I will take it upon myself to become the infantry guy, I guess.
All right, roll. Well, so again, with the organization,
Uh,
we can basically any of us can make the rolls because they're free rolls once you make one.
Yeah. Is it would I add a clock or is it just gonna be a straight roll?
Nope. So this is to when you get organized, you start, run, or improve an organization, business, or other venture. State your organization's purpose or goals. Choose a focus, military, scientific, epidemic, blah 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 blah. It begins with either to efficiency or influence and is +0 in the other. Determines how whatever. Sorry, I'm looking up here. Influence is size, reach, and wealth reputation. When your organization directly assists with an activity, you may either add its efficiency or influence as a statistic bonus to your skill check. Efficiency is used when performing activities related to your organization's focus. Influence is used when acquiring assets, creating opportunities, swaying public opinion, yada yada yada.
Okay. Then I think it would be
Advantage gained with each
efficiency.
downtime after that. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I think it would be efficiency because I'm trying to make it so everybody who's not, like an
Yep.
infantryman is
Yep.
got a little bit of like training.
Perfect. Roll it.
Nothing special, just so like everybody can carry around an actual weapon in case things go down because we're limited on people.
Okay. Roll it.
Plus, I'm pretty sure a lot of the engineers are pissed and would love to get the opportunity. There goes my way back home. I was 2 weeks from retirement. All right, rolling now. That is a grand total. Do we add our grit to this?
Yes, unless you have something that would apply for your other skills.
I don't think I would, unless we want to phrase it as like survival. Like we're doing this to survive, but I
No.
don't think that fits at all.
No.
So, that is a grand total of not 17, a 15.
Okay. You succeed. So, with this, you get to add the +2 to its efficiency. You've created the military-style organization. Big surprise. So, 3 of the 4 factions have their own organizations. Let me turn off mine. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
One of them at minimal statistics, but it's still there. All right, next up, RJ. You have a downtime action.
So I'm gonna get connected and just like meet everybody that like is like who's the boss of where everywhere in the area. You know what I mean? As everybody sets up a part of the base, find out who's the not necessarily the commanding officer, but like the petty officer, the chief, or the gunny, or the sergeant first class, whatever.
All right, so you rub elbows and make friends with everyone who's still alive. Important. Roll it.
That was a crunchy roll.
Right.
16.
16. Good roll. So your contact will help you, but you got to do a favor or make good on a promise afterwards. If you don't follow through, treat the result as a 9 or less for the next time you get organized. So, with this get connected, you do get a favor, but you got to pay a favor back later. So what are you trying to do while bumping elbows and knowing everybody?
Basically just find out, who do I call, who do I figure out if I need something with each little place. Like, who knows exactly what has to go on the manifest and what can be snuck off of them. It's the back channel guy.
Okay, so with that, let me pull back a thing here. Reserves, here we are. So, with doing this, aha, there we go. I was like, what? I feel like there should be something. So you will gain reputation with basically all the surviving members, right? Which gives you a good name, prompting good impressions with locals, so on and so forth. The favor you have to do is you have to recruit some more members when you get the chance. Because sure, we have our own personnel, but at this point, they're going to be desperate for anyone who's going to want to help them. So, within the next 2 sessions, including this one, you have to recruit for your personal army, basically, is the easiest way to describe it. Cool beans?
Can do.
Cool beans. Write that down somewhere in your character on notes or something. Next.
Recruit 2 people, you said?
Just recruit people. They need people. I guess me for now, and then we'll go back to Frozen. Though Frozen really hasn't done anything. He did his 3 actions. Alright, so I'm gonna get creative. So using my rigor skill, I'm going to try and create a makeshift version of their EMP thing that they keep hitting us with. Because having one of those on base, if we get overwhelmed, will be excessively helpful. So this is going to start a clock after my roll. So okay. 19. Plus my grid of 2 is a 21. So, you finish your project before the next mission. If it's especially complex, which it is, treat it as a 10 to 19. Choose only one. Whatchamacallit. Your project doesn't have to be something from the gear list, but usually can't be as impactful as a piece of mech gear. So since this is for the base itself, we're going to go with it. But it is definitely complicated. But my character has something for that. So if I go to my bonds profile, gain increased effects on all projects and clocks, and a +1 accuracy on all skill checks to progress them. So, another +4. It's shoddy. It doesn't have a huge range, but I've made a small version of the EMP thing with the remnants and stuff that they've left at the base. Incident person built for you as part of person. It provides a +1 accuracy on any skill check for the purpose, but the first time you use it and roll d6, check for the following effect. So I've made it. When we use it for the first time, remind me, since I used the rigor quality, I have to roll d6. That's my turn. I've made a base EMP. The size of it only affects a single mile. Sorry, no, not a single mile. We'll just say combat area, as long as the combat area isn't too big. A small combat area. There we go.
Would it protect the base?
So if we looked back at the map, it would affect the area shown on the map. So the front side of the base and then the basic walkway in.
Okay.
So basically, it affects a map size version of what we're doing, unless we, the map isn't as big as it says it is, blah blah blah, or whatever. Besides that,
right.
So with that being said, that's my turn. Next, or not next, but back to the top of the order with Frozen.
I want to gather information.
A solid choice. Roll it.
$19.
19. Is that with your pluses?
No, that's just the natural roll. So with the plus would be 21.
Okay, you get what you're looking for with no complications.
Perfect. I'm honestly just looking for the layout of the base, general information on the base. How many mechs can fit in the mech hangar? How much how big are the barracks? How many personnel do we need to operate the command center? That
So
kind of stuff.
this hangar can hold 10 mechs. It currently has 2. But one of them is a size 2 mech, so it takes up 2 slots.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 7 open slots, basically. Not to include your guys' mechs. And if you remember, you have another size 2 mech out there and a size 1 that are salvageable.
Yes.
Which I will tell you guys, that's the free reserves that you got from the combat. Whether you give that to someone to learn how to pilot and be a Lancer, or just a pilot, they don't necessarily. They're probably not going to be a Lancer. But yeah.
I mean, we take what we can get at this point.
So, knowledge. You'll know that this is a standard layout for most base in a similar sized islands. So basically, you know the layout of every type of base that is like this later on, which will reveal some secret, interesting information for if you were to sneak in or send a team in for getting in and out of the base, since you took the time to pick that up and whatnot. Next. Waylon? Your second action?
Yep. So we already had you. You went back and basically organized the mechs that we have. Should I?
Well, he didn't really organize them. He just did a knowledge check. They're still out in the field technically. No one's retrieved them, though. You can do that as a free action.
Okay. Yeah, because my second thing would have been maybe training up some of the infantry guys as a.
You could 100% try and make another organization of the final faction, which is the support group, right? So your communications guys, your transport guys, your extra yahoos that don't really have a job that doesn't apply to a starship.
Yeah, literally going to. We've made an organization for one of every single group that we have now. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
All right, roll it.
As for what check that would be. I don't really think of. I can't really think of anything.
I just roll your grit again. Grit.
Yep. Rolling. Okay, and we got a +2. So that is another 15.
Okay, again, another organization. Do you want its influence or efficiency to be what it is starting out with?
Influence was basically reputation and all that.
Yeah, so their sway on other people, how big the organization is, how impactful they are. So skills to influence and affect things that way. Whereas efficiency is their direct work ethic and so on and so forth. So to read verbatim, efficiency determines how effective your organization conducts activity within its scope, i.e. military organizations with high efficiency would be good at combat. Influence is its size, reach, wealth, and reputation. When your organization directly assists with an activity, you may use either one, depending on which one is more appropriate. Efficiency is used when performing activities related to the organization's focus. Influence is used when acquiring assets, creating opportunities, or swaying public opinions.
I think efficiency would be the one that makes most sense because they're just going into there, so they need to be able to actually like function.
Okay, so what? Pilots. Obviously, your ground stompers, as we're going to call them from now on, military, and your pilots are military. Your engineers are scientific. What is the focus of your organization? The choices that I have are military, scientific, academic, criminal, humanitarian, industrial, entertainment, or political.
I think what he was wanting to do is not necessarily start an organization, but get some people training, like running simulations and stuff. And
this is part of that. So
which
they're
again,
already
more military.
Okay, which is totally fine. They can all be military organizations. They're just their focus.
I don't think they're going to get super political when they're supposed to be piloting mechs.
Probably not. Okay, cool beans. Your support is now a military organization. Which all that means is when they're doing military stuff, which you guys are a combat unit, they're going to be better at it. The only one that scientific is the engineers because they're building shit.
Yep.
So, out of curiosity, can all these different organizations be combined into one organization?
Technically, sure. If you really wanted them to be. But having them separated gives them different stats.
That's true.
And if one folds accidentally, you know what I mean? Like, let's say they have an argument and completely fold immediately because you guys rolled a 9 or less, then you still have the other organizations to do the jobs. So there is a slight advantage to having them split up.
Good point.
Well, we now have a standing garrison of both mechs, you know, ground breakers, infantry, as well as a kind of a backup militia in the form of all of the engineers and everybody else who now have basic firearm training.
Yep.
So honestly, we're about as good as we can for defending the base, apart from maybe going through and having the engineers like rig up some extra guns in the tunnels that might help.
Well, that was what my meeting with all of the people was going to be, was organizing everybody, getting the engineers working on getting the system turned over, getting the systems fully turned over to us, because
No,
like
yeah,
when we
yeah.
kick on that anti-aircraft, it's still going to have uh the enemy um IFF system on. So we need to get that turned over so it identifies us as friends and the
Yeah.
enemies as foes and all that jazz.
I knew that's what you meant. What I meant was like additional things, like adding on to the base. Since I don't know how many people we have compared to who was here previously, I don't know if we're short staffed.
So
That's what I meant by like.
in all honesty, with the surviving members of the ship, you guys aren't fully staffed, but you're not a skeleton crew either. You have enough people to run this effectively.
Okay.
I'll say it
Never
like
mind.
this: you have enough people to run the base and fly a singular mission at a time currently.
Okay.
With that in mind, it's RJ's turn.
I'm going to get focused. So
All right.
basically, I'm gonna practice my martial arts and hand to hand.
Okay,
skills.
so as a side note on that, sorry, wrong button. When you get focused, it is supposed to be you learn to or want to improve something. GM will give you a new, whatever. This action can be used to learn something like starship piloting, cooking, chess, boxing, history, or etiquette. It should usually be a specific non-martial skill or something that is very personal to your character, or just something personal to your character. So, hand-to-hand combat, you can practice that, but your assault skill covers that. You can't improve that without taking it during your level, kind of thing. So your get focused is kind of on something completely different.
So can I investigate the technology of having autoloaders on my load weapons, like getting it so I can fire multiple missiles without having to
okay, so
just gather information on what's out there and how long it would take to build one or whatnot.
Yeah, sure. That's just straight up gather information. Roll a thing. Five. Choose one. You get what you're looking for, but gets you into trouble straight away, or you get out now and avoid trouble.
Avoid trouble for now.
Okay. So nothing happens. As you look it up, you search the enemy database, and are trying to break your way into it, and you trip an alarm while trying to find your information. You back out and don't gain anything special, but also don't alert the enemy or have them pissed off and chase after you, more or less. Next. Oh, me. Sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna oh man, this is hard.
Hey, do I have time to go cook a burrito?
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say we're gonna take a 5-minute break after we finished our downtime actions anyway, so it'll be me and then Frozen. So yeah, well, you're going, and then we'll take a 5-minute after that. I'm gonna scrounge and barter, and I'm gonna specifically use my skill get a hold of something. I will also show off my thing that I built one more time and see if anyone likes it, thinks it's a good idea.
Wait, what did you build?
The EMP device.
Right.
Oh, you rigged up your own. Okay, I remember you saying EMP, but then what
Yes,
is that?
it is a smaller version of the ones we have been blowing up.
Useful.
Hopefully, I'm putting it in the base in case of a serious emergency, and they just have to dip out. You know, if they get attacked by 30 mechs, and they're just like, "Not today, suckers!" Blip. Basically, it's just a kill all. All right, so, yeah, scrounge and barter. So I am going to search the island for any hidden caches that are on here that might be useful for our mechs. And this is specifically looking for weapon caches and things like that. So here we go. That's not great. 7 plus 4, because I'm using get a hold of something, is 11, which puts me at 10 through 19. You get what you want, but choose a price to pay. Time, dignity, or reputation. I'm gonna or health or comfort and wellness. Okay, so I'm gonna take a hit to my health, right? And my character is going to take. I can find his stuff here. Where is your health, friend? So yeah, he's going to take half damage for the rest of the mission, so I will only have 6 health. As I took a pretty major hit getting whatever the hell I just found. So going to our handy dandy resources page. Reserves page. Resource. I found an artillery piece. Or at least a computer access version of one. It was hidden behind some of those, or hidden in some of those carts that we took over earlier. But it looks like one of the people that we left alive over there, because if you remember, there was a few others, rigged their car to blow up, and as soon as I opened the door to grab it, it exploded, and I got hurt.
You got car bombed?
I got car bombed, but I'm all right. I'll live eventually.
It's just a little crispy.
Just a little.
Oh no, the only damage that you have is now you have a slight sunburn and you have to regrow your hair.
Okay, so what this gets us though is during combat, the ability to call an artillery or orbital bombardment once during mech combat, full action, range 30 within line of sight, blast 2, 3d6 explosive damage. So, one of the orbital satellites is now under our control.
That's super useful, actually. This would be helpful. Is it a permanent thing, or is it just on the next?
So it's reserves. I'm gonna say it's permanent until we goof up.
Alright.
Kind of like the rest of the reserves. They're there until we forget about them or. All right, let's see if I can find add standard equipment. That's special. Where is my reserves hiding? There's a spot for reserves. Where is it? You guys remember?
Yeah, it's on the main. It's on the narrative profile.
Narrative profile. Reserves and bonuses. Perfect. Thank you. It was here somewhere. So that is under tactical reserves. Department. There we go. Reserve added to character. Next. Friend.
That's me. And I don't think there's anything.
You have one downtime action remaining. Would you like me to go over them really quick and see if anything sounds right?
No, I'm looking at them right now,
Okay.
but I don't think there's.
So you could do
I
something
mean,
like
unless you want me to roll get connected to have the meeting with these guys and stuff. No.
you don't need to. RJ kind of did that earlier with his stuff, and you already in story already have met with them and started the base stuff and all that fun stuff. So all that was kind of free actions, minus the get connected part. What you could do with the get connected though is get connected to another group uh, on the planet and have some kind of technical yada yada with other people.
Is now the time to start reaching out?
You guys have
hear
us.
you.
Yeah, sorry, me and myself. You guys have us all based. One second, I'm gonna mess with my headphones. They are freaking out.
Too, but I don't know what it's from. Hold on, I think it might actually be RJ.
What's RJ?
Yep. You're still muted, friendo.
I'm muted.
No, Rook is muted
not
now.
you.
Oh, okay.
Rook's muted. Now you're muted, RJ, but I think you did that on purpose.
Hello. We good? Hello.
There you are.
There you are.
Sorry. Apparently, unplugging the mic goofed up more than what I was expecting.
Uh-oh.
But we're good. It's all fixed
Is
now.
your recording okay?
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It turned off the voice mod, which is what I run the thing through, so I can have fun voices. But it's fixed now. So, while we're talking about it, that's your reserve. So we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break because we're at the 2.5 hour mark. So we'll be right back. Go pee, finish eating burritos, whatever you guys need to do. See y'all in 5-ish minutes.
Okay.
They've all muted themselves. Whatever will we do? Dooba-dooba-doo. Woo! DJ Lee. Alright, well, we're waiting for these yahoos to come back. I'm going to bombard them with terrible sounds. So if you're watching the video right now, sorry. Except for I turned off my voicemail thing for some reason. Because I am the big dumps. So I guess I will not be doing anything crazy. Just kidding. Where there's a will, there's a way. So you guys can't see what's on my screen right now. Haha, right, because I'm on the BRB's page. Freaking out for no reason, yo. Okay, cool. That's all good to go. La 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 la. Play some sounds. Yeah, rebuild my soundboard because it updated. It's all gone now. So sad. But there's all kinds of cool things. Like, what's this?
So,
Ooh, hey.
I'm a blasting aliens to Kingdom Come.
Oh my god, yes. Never mind. Squawk has a voice, y'all.
Hi. Bye. Yes. No. You still there? Please, stay with me.
Oh my god.
Sure. Never mind. Hey, I'm not your mama. Will you ever grow up?
These are great.
Welcome.
Oh jeez, that's terrifying.
No. Your weapons are useless.
There's the cascading robots.
You must get away from here.
Alright, I like that.
Okay, thanks, dude. Never mind. Sure. You're weird. It ain't funny.
Squawk is definitely this
What
one.
was that for? Please, stay with me. What did you say? What's going on?
Right. I don't even need to mess with like this. Perfect as is. So listen to some music. Or just use that for shooting people. Oh, there we go. What else we got here? Oh, there's all kinds of fun music. So what we got here? I'm gonna remember this for later. Alright, that's pretty cool.
I'm back, but I'm just watching videos.
Now we just wait for the other two. Their 5 minutes are up! It's like I didn't meet them, right? Oh, it wasn't me. Okay. La da da da. La da da da. Da da da. La 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 da da da. La
That's terrifying. You're having too much fun, sir.
It ain't funny. I don't have all day.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here.
You still there?
Yes.
What did you say? No. No, no, no.
These gonna get me in trouble, y'all. I don't know if you heard me or not, but instead of me trying to role play Squawk's voice, but that robot that was just playing is 100% gonna be his go-to responses.
I did not hear you. I just got back. I sat on the couch with my kiddo for a couple minutes and went pee.
Family time. So I found Squawk's voice for stuff when you're talking to him or communicating with robots. They have a whole new section that they just added that is different robot voices. So we got stuff like
Sup? Yes. I am getting bored.
that's going to be like regular robots. Then we got Squawk and other NHP.
Let's get a move on. You still there? Please, stay with me. Never mind.
Welcome. Idleness is the root of all evil. Run while you can.
There's your robot voices of varying degree.
The one sounded like the AI from StarCraft.
We don't understand.
That one?
If she was like a Zerg AI.
Yeah.
Sorry, I spaced out.
Sorry. There's perfect little noises. I really gotta
having too much fun.
Yeah, I gotta go on the actual soundboard and get some of the other ones like I did originally. When it updated, I lost all the ones that I'd already picked out off Tuna. So I would have to go through and do it all again, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, still waiting on Waylon. I don't know what he's doing. RJ is there.
RJ back?
RJ is back. He's just watching videos or something. I'm sure if we yell at him loud enough, he'll show up.
I can hear you.
That already can talk. This voice freak y'all out. Wow.
Definitely sounds like the Zerg Queen.
Does it? Sure. There's no gender on this one, so I can make it whatever you like. But
The multitude of legions of voices sound very feminine.
Yeah, interesting. It was good to know this. Is my voice soothing and relaxing?
Doing something. I don't know if it's soothing or not.
You think it's soothing, but more than failing voices, though. Looking. Was it worth it? Morgan Freeman Musk. They were filming.
No, it's more like can you do a British accent for me?
British? I can't do British. I really can't do British accent, though. I'm feeling bad for it. I actually just moved here.
It's not quite Morgan Freeman. It's like a slightly deeper Idris Elba, maybe?
Fatigue.
This one's just like, lets me pick whatever I want. I'm gonna sound like an old lady. Does it sound like an old lady?
No, it sounds like the early digital phone call computer voice.
What about now? Is that any better?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
What this one?
One more time.
What about this one? Do I sound like an old lady yet?
Yeah, that definitely sounds much more like an old lady.
Really? Okay, that's funny.
Still, do I sound like an old man? I just sound like me.
It still has that like tinny robotic tone underneath if you're listening to if you're listening to it carefully.
Okay.
But it does sound more like you than anything. Or maybe my headphones just have the right sound profile to pick it up.
All right, I'm back. Hello?
Hello.
Have we started over again?
All right, now that you're back, the party can begin.
Oh,
Sorry, I've been messing around with the sound
I'm
thing.
terrified.
the music, the ambience. Oh, Jesus. That is intimidating.
The scare. All right. Anyway,
we did just get health and ammo, so
the boss battle begins now. Excuse me.
so we were talking about using Get Connected.
Yes.
We have an established base, so yeah, now might be a good time to go ahead and reach out and get connected with
the Resistance.
The Resistance, yeah. La Resistance.
All right, roll it.
Yeah.
Don't screw me, die.
We pray. We hope and we pray and we see what we get.
With the pluses, it's 16.
Okay. Your contact will help you, but you've got to do them a favor or make good on a promise afterwards. If you don't follow through, treat this result as a 9 on us next time you ask for something from the same organization. So, you make contact with a, we'll call it a rebel pocket, but it's not like they're that organized at this point. They're just kind of citizens doing their own thing. You've connected with them. They're your pen pals, your air buddies, whatever you want to call them. They can be in one of the 3 major cities. Sorry, there's probably more than 3 major cities, but there are 3 majorly defended cities that are kind of like the capital was, where it's just like nigh impenetrable without some sneakiness. Basically, you're not taking a city without a destroyer, or the equivalent of a destroyer. And you guys have the equivalent of a fifth of a destroyer, barely. So, you're going to need a serious amount of resources to compete with said defended cities. But you will have an inside man in one of them. Where would you like them to be? Do you want to go for the main capital or a smaller, less defended area that will probably be easier to deal with?
Smaller, less defended area that would be easier to deal with.
Okay.
But what is the favor that they want?
Well, it depends on which city you're going to. So let me get there. So your choices on main cities, right? So there's a production city that is one of the major producers. Obviously, all the other cities have something, but this one specifically focuses on production of goods and items for the rest of the planet. It basically takes all the mined resources and refines them. There's another city that is closer to the steam wall that focuses on mining stuff. So basically, they go through the steam wall, go to the far side of the steam wall, mine everything, get back to the city, and then that city takes and transports all the raw materials to the shipping city. And then there's the capital city. All 3 of those are super heavily defended. And in between all those is all the other regular cities that inhabit the planet. Farms, cottages, research centers, stuff like that on the various items. Also, we talked about the underwater cities that are spread throughout the place that, use the resources and have people and things like that. Also, they do their own mining. All the above. I just broke one of my things. That's so sad. In the trash later.
So, if I had to pick a city for them to be in, it would be the one near the steam wall.
Okay, so you get connected with a rebel cell or whatever you want to call it, a group of resistance yahoos in Steam High. We're going to call it Steam High because that's a great
People
name
keep
for it.
getting home. Hello?
Hello?
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I think Waylon is falling asleep.
No, people kept getting home, and then
Oh.
I kept having to go and help.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What did you miss?
That is the last distraction. Don't worry about it. I didn't miss much. I basically just took my headset off for like 2 seconds.
Gotcha. Okay, so Steam High is the name of the town that you have a contact in. The favor that they're asking for is they have one of their people has been captured, is being held at another location in an underground base that needs retrieval. They have a general location of where they are at, but they don't have the manpower nor the skills to retrieve them. What would you guys like to do? That's the last part of getting connected. You obviously now have a favor to pull for somebody, and once the favor is pulled, they will assist you in the future. The getting connected just got you connected with them, so you do have an in that city, kind of thing. So, that's everyone's downtime. Now, mission funness. What do you guys want to do? You have a base. Your objective is to survive. And the best way to survive is either being defensive and setting up defensive stuff and positions and expecting an attack, or be offensive and take out the threats before they're really threats. So, knowing that you guys like to party, let's turn on the party lights. What would you like to do?
Yeah.
I'm distracted by the party lights. So we can
this break-in period is a time for us to get fully repaired and outfitted, correct?
Correct. Yep. You guys finish your mission, so you'll be starting your next mission at full health. I will probably have enough time to heal at least a little bit. I'm going to roll a d6 and see how much of the healing does before we take up on our next thing. Because that will also be how many days it is between missions. 6, so I fully heal. We basically wait a week before we do anything, which means you guys have max prep time, but also the enemy has max prep time. So, yes.
Yeah, but they don't know we're coming.
True, but they do know you are here. Yeah. So, by the way, you guys finished another mission. Just as a side note.
So we'll get another license level?
You will get another license level.
Cool.
But not till the end of the session.
That's fine.
We've been doing a lot.
Doing what a lot?
I do like the aspect of, well, your guys are stranded. Then again, I play Rinroll a lot, so I do like the concept of having to scrounge and put together what's going on.
What did they give us any? No, they didn't have any details. They just had a general location of this place.
Yep, it's an underground city. You have the location. They do have that. They know where they were taken to. They just cannot retrieve them themselves.
Is it one of those areas that's heavily defended?
It is not a city, no. It is one of the underwater bases.
Okay. So then, I think that we should try to take care of this favor if we can.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Is it a mech op or is it going to be a snoop and poop?
So you guys would assume it would be a mech op, unless you send one of your teams and want to supervise from up above, and or if you want to try sneaking in and sneaking out. But you do know it is a military facility, not necessarily a mining facility.
On one hand, we could try and sneak in, but we're a little limited on what we can do when we're in there. So I think mech still.
Okay. You do
At
have
least
enough.
that's me. What about you guys?
Hex sounds like that's a good plan to him.
Missed what you said. I'm sorry. I was reading.
He suggested that we go in with mechs. Sorry.
Yeah, if we snuck in on foot, then once we get in, we're a little limited on what we can do, and it's going to be hard with just regular people against mechs just trying to sneak out. But if we go in with mechs, then we're going in about as hard as we could. We just need to be fast.
These are all fair statements.
So I'm leaning towards mech.
Okay.
Yes.
Mech it is. All right, so let me flip to the right page, which I don't actually think is in this book. It is not. It is in the other book. No, we'll use this one. I know this one has it. Oh no!
And it's just one person, right?
You are retrieving a singular person, yes.
Okay.
It is their leader. Code name Mrs. Black. For some reason, they're using code names.
Code name Miss Black. Okay.
Yes, Mrs. Black.
Do we have like a description, or it's just they're in there somewhere?
You are given a description. They know you know what you're looking for. So on and so forth. This isn't an unknown person that you're discovering. They're like, hey, you need to retrieve this person. This is what they look like. This is when we saw them last. So on and so forth. So, for once, you feel like you're going into a mission, like, relatively prepared.
We'll take that. It's an improvement.
It's getting better all the time.
So, are we correct to assume that we have an opportunity to change our loadouts a little bit?
Yes, before this mission starts, you may change your loadouts on your mech. Again, you've
Would
had
it
6
be
days.
metagaming for me to suggest we put EVA modules on?
No, that would just be smart. So
I highly
EVA
suggest
modules is
everybody
because we're
putting
a
on
lot of
EVA modules.
this is
underwater.
This is true. This is the time to mess with your mech and your own personal supplies. So, like, for example, because we're going underwater, I'm going to get rid of my thermite charges and trade them out for something else because I have a terrifying fear of drowning and don't want to put a hole in the bubble.
Makes sense. I am fixing up my mech.
I already have an EVA module.
Perfect. This is also the time to change your guns out if you feel like you would rather wear something else. Hey, side question. Do you guys think the flex suit would be the equivalent of dive gear?
I think of it more as is the flex suit what I'm thinking? There's the flex suit and then there's another one. There's like the still suit or something.
Oh, is that what it is? SSC Sylph Undersuit. Again, a life form that similarly survive in nearly any environment.
Yeah, I have the Sylph suit.
Zero.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the same thing.
Yep, I'm putting that on in case bad things happen.
Because the Sylph suit actually like will put a mask on you,
Mm-hmm.
and you can breathe underwater with it.
Exactly. Yes. Let's see here. I think I'm also going to get rid of the hand printer as well.
I'm
Hold on,
debating on
Bingo,
changing
hold
out
on.
the smart scope, but I don't think there's anything that I want to take.
Oh, hey, I'm throwing on mag clamps. That sounds like a jockey's best idea right there, just in general.
Yeah, I think my personal setup is actually okay.
Okay. This is also the time to change armor and weapons if you guys want to. I personally am keeping my handy dandy collapsible laser and my hand axe. And I don't think I'm going to change any of my weapons at this point. I think my whatchamacallit is actually pretty well set up. So Vivid Blue is ready for the Deep Blue. Okay, so mission brief time as you guys are flying over. So as a side note, that bombardment is usable, but will, instead of causing 3d6 damage, will instead flood the dome. Whichever dome we are in will immediately collapse and be underwater if the bombardment is used.
So useful for escaping, not so much for getting into.
Correct. Yep. I wouldn't even call it useful for escaping because you're popping a bubble underwater. Anyway, so as you guys are flying over, you're being given a brief from what you guys know about this underwater thing from some of your previous research and things. The underwater base, specifically for the military style things, are comprised of 7 bubble sections shoved together. Each section being something different, whether it's a mechanic bay, an armory, personnel quarters. Basically, it's a 7-room module that makes up the base. And then modules aren't necessarily the same size, and they aren't necessarily even the same at every base, right? But the 7 that are generally connected to a base, right? Let's count this out. So you have your mech area, right? Or sorry, we'll start with the entrance area, right? Your landing zone for ships and things like that, which is generally near the top of the water and is the only mobile zone, which it can raise up out of the water or go under the water to be undetectable. The next zone is your mech hangar / just hangar in general. It stores all the ships that aren't part of the entrance and exit zones. After that is some kind of common area. Generally, whether it's large or small, it's a non-combative space near the top to, if they have civilians visiting or something like that. Under that is the control center. Past that is the garrison. And then the 2 rooms after that are extra garrison, communications, and one is always the what's the best, like, core room, more or less, that keeps everything together. So there is variation of if there's an extra garrison room or if it's a specialty room of some sort. We'll call it a specialty room. We'll go with that. It's a specialty room. And then the last room is the core room that keeps everyone's air functioning and whatnot. Each of these sections are closable on themselves. So if they need to be disconnected or purged, they can be without affecting the other rooms.
So theoretically, we could have our bombardment take out the hangar.
Theoretically, yes. But as I noted before, we have to call it in, like a physical be within 30 squares of it kind of thing. So it is doable, but that's on you guys. So, with that being said, how do you guys want to try and get into said base? Are you going to take your mechs and just drop them in the water and swim up to it? The only entrance is in that first bubble that we talked about, though. The rest of them are completely sealed to themselves without, breaking them.
So here's my thoughts. If we drop into the water and get close enough to the hangar, we could call in the bombardment and take the hangar out, potentially taking out any mech resistance we would have.
Possibly. I mean, there'd still be regular people resistance, though.
That's fine. Have you seen what a heavy machine gun on a mech does to a person?
That's a fair point. I mean, totally, usable, but that's assuming that the enemy mechs won't have EVA suits. And it is a pretty safe assumption any mech built for underwater base is probably going to have an EVA system.
True. But
possibly.
That also is assuming that they have advanced notice of us arriving.
Why?
And they have pilots in sealed cabins. Because if they don't have the pilots and sealed cabins, then having an EVA module means nothing because we're dropping 1,000 gallon or 4,000 gallons, 50,000 gallons of seawater in on them. So anybody who's not in a hard suit or in a sealed cabin is drowning.
Okay, gotcha. That's what you mean. I was like, they why would them knowing we're here not be a thing? Okay, true. I'm trying to think of in-world knowledge that'll help you with this because there's definitely none of your mechs have stealth suits, and then none of them are small enough to be undetected. Right, once they get within scanning range, they're gonna get picked up. If it was you guys just going in people-sized things, and heck, even half-size specs might be able to slip through the radar, but because you guys are rocking at a minimum one sizes, you will be detected upon arrival.
We know about the sea life, right?
Like the creatures that live in the ocean?
Yes.
Yes.
So is there anything comparable size to a size 1 mech?
Solid question. I mean, I would assume so. It's the ocean.
Whales and stuff are very often confused by sonar until subs get in within hearing distance and are able to actually hear that it's whales.
Correct. Yes. If they were using sonar, would totally make sense. Instead, they are using advanced technology that basically maps real-time data.
Well, I think the GM just doesn't like my plan.
I do not disagree with that assessment.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Well, that's my idea at the moment. Does anybody else have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head. Am I muted? No.
We hear you. Again, it's not a bad plan. We just have to get close enough to do it and deal with whatever the fallout is from it. Because as a side note, if we do catch them completely off guard, right, and we hit their would-be hangar bubble and crush it, what will it do to the other sections if they're not ready for it? What if we kill our target?
I thought you said they were sealable.
They are sealable, but what if they don't seal it in time?
Okay, hold on a second, because I'm gonna argue with you here for just a second.
No, don't listen.
Okay.
This is.
So if they have
this is Hex
advanced,
talking to you, not DM talking to you.
if they have advanced enough technology to map us out in real time, is it not safe to assume that the separate sections of the base would automatically seal in the case of a breach?
You could assume so, but like you said, you're dropping 50 tons of seawater on them without them, being ready for it. If we sneak in, that's a big if. But if you succeed, there is a possibility of failure, especially because you're not attacking the farthest one away; you're attacking the second one in.
This is true. My character's knowledge is all on spacecraft. And spacecraft are designed to automatically seal off breach sections until they can be repaired. Right? And any sections that would be close to vacuum or something like that have a small airlock in between.
That's basically what this thing does. But that doesn't negate people from getting sucked into the void, right?
This is true.
It just seals it eventually.
Well, I'm not talking about like a whole breach itself. I'm talking about the paths in between. Right? So you have the hangar bay that's connected to, engineering or whatever, right? And in between engineering and hangar bay is a small airlock in case there's a breach. And that airlock seals automatically in the case of a breach. Right? Just like the different decks and sections of the ship itself will seal off that section from the rest of the pathways to that section, right? In the case of a breach, until the breach can be repaired.
Right, and so I'm not arguing that would be the case, right? But that doesn't mean destroying one section wouldn't take out two on accident, or three, right? Because they're all interconnected. I'd roll for it. Honestly, it's a percentile to make sure all the systems don't fail. Because that's the other half, right? Is human competence. Sure, the systems might supposed to work, but if someone hasn't cleaned the railways in 6 months, and they leave a jam or a hole, or something doesn't close like it's supposed to.
That's true, and bored people get lazy.
So, I'm not saying your plan is completely a bad idea. I'm just saying there's a possibility of fuckery.
There's always a possibility.
There's always a possibility of fuckery. But with that plan specifically, there's definitely a chance.
We just bring a bit more far.
That being that's my plan. That's my arguments for my plan.
Okay.
Anybody else have any ideas?
I mean, front door, kick our way through, get to the hangar, and then even see if we can get our mechs through past the hangar. I mean, I don't know how big the interlocking sections are. We might have to get out of the mechs eventually anyway.
Yeah, that's an option.
The other option, instead of
ground everything here, like take out the, like you said, take out the mech hangar, or take out like the. You said they had like an airway, or like
the furthest bubble down, more or less, that's like connected to the ocean floor. Is where they built all the like heat generators and air generators and stuff like that.
Systems, yeah.
Yeah, more or less. So, if we're blowing things up, wouldn't it make more sense to take that out and force them to get out quickly?
Yeah, the issue is just then we're on a time crunch.
Either way, again, DM doesn't care. Hex is of the opinion that you guys should drop in with your ship in the hangar and try to sneak your way in that way. You do have a ship, or you are currently flying in a ship that is an
We have
enemy
one
ship.
of their ships, right?
Right.
I had completely forgot that we had managed to take that over in the whole commotion.
Is it big
think
enough
that's
to
it.
fit all of our mechs?
Yeah. It's a mech transport ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
None of you are size 2, so you all fit.
Yeah, I think we use like the codes in there, and we have to go quick. Obviously, we use the codes that are in there. We go quick, so they don't have time to say, "Oh wait, no, that one was
So
abandoned there."
go ahead and roll a d20 and add your +2 from your efficiency from your support to see if they were able to maintain whatever the codes and all that fun stuff.
Who roll that?
Whoever wants to.
You want me to roll it?
Sure.
I'll roll it.
Roll it.
Rolling +2.
and if it's engineers, add a +4.
Wasn't it engineers?
It would be engineers, so add
You
+4 to your
you
roll
guys
from their efficiency.
you guys pick the no. So this is support. Engineers build things.
And maintain.
Yes, but they're not building anything on the ship. This is a support mission.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
confused
well, with the
because back in the beginning when we first started talking about forming the engineers and stuff into a thing, they were the people who were doing all the repairs and stuff on the mechs and on the flight line and everything like that. That's
Yeah,
part of why we got them together.
right. They're not repairing anything. This is the technical side of things. They're maintaining the codes and making sure all that stuff. This is support work, and the pilots that are flying you in, so on and so forth.
Well, regardless of the fact, I got a 19, so
21,
19
6 critical regardless, or is it 19 with the +2?
No, it's 21 total.
Okay,
with the +2.
so it doesn't really matter. They did the best they could. So yes, the codes that they were retrieved in the ship are still active, good to go. They haven't been compromised. So you guys have the option to fly straight into the hangar at this point. And you guys are pretty much heading that direction now, unless you decide to hop out of your mechs and jump in the water here and then swim your way forward. Because you did all put EVAs on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So, thoughts?
I like it. It's a good plan.
Yep.
All right.
Assuming we can move quick enough.
We have EVAs. We can move it as if it was just. Like,
well, this area isn't flooded. We're dropping right into the hangar.
Yep. You activate the open the door code. Basically, is the easiest way to describe it. You get the old. It's an old code, sir, but it checks out on the radio. Your pilot goes in for a landing. And now I have to change my maps again, you jerks.
We're basically going to tell the pilot, we're going to get in, and as soon as we hop out, book it out.
Are you sure you don't want him to stick around in case you guys need to make an escape?
I would rather he stick around, because if he books it out, it's going to be really suspicious.
Well, I mean, to be fair, giant mechs walking through your sections is definitely going to be suspicious anyway.
That's true, but okay. Okay, fine.
Sorry, I'm finding the appropriate map for this section. There's a whole bunch of really cool ones, but
I mean, because at this point, we still have the opportunity to say these are captured mechs.
Correct. Maybe. I mean, that would take some bluffing, but I believe it. Where's the landing strip? We use it all the time. My map hates me. I'm sorry. Aha! Here it is. Okay. Alright, I'm going to rotate it so it looks different than what you guys usually see. So, you guys land in the hangar. Now, again, you might not even use this map. I just have it up on the right spot.
Do we have time to get into this combat?
That is a solid question.
And it's currently 9:23.
The other thing that I wanted to bring up, now that I've put the map up, is you guys might have completely brand new mechs. Because we finished the mission. You had plenty of time to reconstruct, build, so on and so forth.
That's right.
Do you guys want to take this time in the video to go over things, or just end the session early for the video side of things, talk about what we're doing with our mechs, and then have our after action review? Because we're sitting at a little over 3 hours, so it is a little early to end the session. But if you guys want to end it early because it's late, I understand.
I'm sorry. I'm used to us ending at around 9:30. That's why I spoke up.
No, you're
But
good.
I forgot we started a little bit late. I don't mind like going over, like take our turns and go over what we're doing with our mechs before we end.
Okay, let's do that, and then we can do experience and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Works for me.
Okie dokie. Everyone get to your pilots, and level them up, and then we'll go over bonds afterwards. So we are license level 5.
So do we get another mech?
If you take a second level in a mech.
Yep. If you take a second level in another mech, you should be able to get a third mech.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Well, my Sherman is level 3 already, I think, right?
Yes, so you should. Yeah. We are license level 4, so you should have one level in something else. Assault. I'm gonna upgrade my assault. I feel like I got better at shooting people. All right.
I'm gonna increase my take control. And I'm going to upgrade walking armory also.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I want to upgrade my walking armory to full, or if I want to take a level, the next level in brutal, to get the knockback on my criticals.
I think that I have spent too much time because I didn't understand the system, taking too many skills, and so I'm trying to like just stick with what I have and level them up.
How many skills do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's talents.
Talents, yeah, that's
I have
a lot.
5 talents currently.
Yeah, I have 4, and I think the normal average is 3.
I took brutal because I was thinking brutal would be super useful, and then it turned on its head.
It's still useful. You just have to roll a 20 on it.
And I'm gonna take level 2 in Gorgon.
Speaking of, I am gonna upgrade my brutal to rep 2 because that sounds like fun. I'll finish off walking armory another day.
And available for core bonus currently, but that's okay. And update.
Oh man! I take that back. I'm gonna go back. I don't want to do it. I am gonna take the walking armory because if I get a critical with one of my shots, it doesn't waste the ammo. So that's way better.
I am going to put in. Yeah, I think I'm going to put an extra thing into Skirmisher. I'm close enough anyway.
Mm.
And with Skirmisher, I'm constantly hitting people.
I'll have a Genghis, I guess.
Genghis is a big flamethrower mech.
How did I have a Genghis?
Probably from the last time you leveled up. You don't have the mech yet. You just have some of the abilities, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a tier 3 in agility, so my evasion is now +3, and I have a +1 speed. Probably want to level it up too much more. But it'll be fast boy. Alright. I'm going to go to my metal mark, because that's the new mech, and I'm going to unlock the mech. Yeah. That's cool, right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go because I have one in skirmish, and now I'm gonna go one in I think combined arms. The first one in skirmish basically makes it so if I didn't force anybody to make a save once the round starts, I get soft cover.
Nice. Nice.
So I have that, and I'm gonna pick up combined arms. As long as you're engaged, you and any allies count as having soft cover. And I am
Nice.
constantly engaged.
Yes. Yes, you are. Alright, let's get a random name going.
That's my big boy.
License level 5.
Honestly, if I could, I definitely would drop Duelist and pick up another level on one of these. Or not Duelist, Brutal. It's just too situational for me. I like guaranteed things.
Okay, so DM is gonna. Can you remove your stuff at any point, or is it stuck with you forever?
I mean, I'm fine with where I'm at, so it's.
You sure? Okay, I was gonna be nice and let
I mean,
you.
it's your call. I don't. It don't matter to me. If you say no, then okay, it's no. If you say yes, all right, I'm gonna change one thing.
Yeah, so because you haven't really used Brutal whatsoever, and it's kind of just been a wasted talent, I will let you reassign it.
I'm gonna throw that into. Yeah, let's throw that in skirmisher and then level up to level 2.
Okay.
Where is that? There it is. Talents.
So the metal mark is invisible while moving, but reappears when Oh, so I guess I can get past threat. Is what that means.
Oh, metal mark is very very good.
Yeah, that's the mech I picked up. When metal mark is in soft cover, range attacks receive a +2 difficulty instead of 1. Ooh, ooh, that's fancy. It's got trash tier heat capacity though. But it does have an extra. No, that doesn't change anything. That's normal. I really need to up my engineering.
I'm really tempted to just equip 3 auto guns.
Not a terrible choice for sure.
Auto pods or auto guns?
Auto guns. It's a faction specific weapon like my smart gun. But where the smart gun has accurate and seeking and smart. Oh, but it deals 4 kinetic damage off the bat.
I'm gonna go full anime with this. Screw it.
Maybe I'll do one auto gun and 2 smart guns. They all take system points to equip.
Mm-hmm.
The smart gun deals 4 damage, period, but uses 2 system points. But it gains accurate and seeking and smart. Like there's no getting away from it, basically. Whereas the auto gun can be triggered as a free action at the end of my turn, but I roll the attack as normal. It only uses 1 system point and deals a flat 3 damage.
It's pretty good. Oh, heavy mount, kinetic hammer, main mount, rail rifle.
Oh, is today Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday. I wish it was still Wednesday. Actually, no. Then I'd be working.
Why the shock knife such a pain in the butt? This
Because
is
it's a shocking knife.
yeah. It's got a throw 5, which is cool, but it also has a heat 1. So immediately after using this weapon or system, the user takes 1 heat. Hmm. They have it does burn too though. Ah, that's almost the issue. Is this mech does not have a lot of heat. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, heats are definitely something you always have to play around with certain mechs.
and the freaking rail rifle already. Well, so you can release your heat by stabilizing.
Yep, and you're playing a rally, so you get to stabilize quite often.
Right. Well, except for this is going on the sneaky thing. Mm. Yeah, I'm just gonna equip them with 2 pistols. That sounds like, or a pistol and a shock knife. There we go. That'll work. That way, if I use the auxiliary mount, I get to shoot and stabby stab.
I got my stuff picked out, more or less.
Rail rifle do. It's 1d6 plus 1, but it's a line 10, so it hits everything in the line. That's it. So max is 7, minimum of 2. Excuse me. I'm gonna switch that out for another pistol because we're gonna play it safe. One weapon that does heat per thing. Okay, so I got pistols, a rifle, and the kinetic hammer, and now I gotta do all the special system stuff. Rolling chamber. Do I have anything that needs to be reloaded? No. Okay.
Oh, I need to. So we're doing this. I need to re-roll my prototype weapon also.
Alright, we're gonna take an EVA module. Line class MPT. Snapdragon, why not? Because it's only 1 system point. Loaded upon this new mech. So I guess that being the question, are we all riding new mechs into combat this time?
Yeah, I think so.
Mine doesn't change much. Not until one more level. And then we will see how scary I can be.
Right. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Smoke mine or smoke grenades. Take those. That sounds like fun. That way I can basically.
Is there a weapon type that disregards armor?
It has to have AP, so like the shock blade and that kind of stuff.
Literally my entire shtick, which is fire.
Well, I'm curious because my prototype weapon, when I install it during a full repair, I can choose weapon type, damage type, threat 1 if it's a melee, or range 10 if it's anything else. And I re-roll 1d6 plus 2 to determine its limited uses.
Honestly, not sure.
Like, what's the difference between using an energy weapon as compared to a kinetic weapon?
I don't know. I think some abilities hold kinetic damage versus energy. I don't think there's a difference.
Yeah, there's some abilities that slow kinetic stuff down, and they gain and some abilities gain resistance to the type of damage done to them. So if you do explosive damage or electric damage or whatever with your attack, they gain resistance for the entire round. All right, boyos. So this mech has grenades. It has flash grenades and smoke grenades. This will be the razzle dazzle mech. So just to go over our current mechie mechs for the Hex. He's got Hopper, which is big gun on the cannon style Everest. Which, thinking of, I actually can add more stuff to his thing. It has 3 more slots. Whatever will I do? Everything I use gets the Snapdragon launcher on it. State. There we go. Okay. Hey, silly I guess I can check myself. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, hey, the rally has an extra spot now. What can we add? Extended compartment or manipulators? That being the question, do any of you guys have the extended compartment currently?
I took the extended compartment on both of my mechs,
okay,
just so that I could put the.
Alrighty, manipulators. So if and when Squawk needs to run around, he can. Cool beans. That's exciting. Alright. So before we end the session, because we're running close on time here, let's go over our bonds and whatnot.
Alrighty.
Hey, Roger, we done for the night?
We are just about to do bonds, and then we're done for the night. And then after action review, really quick. Sorry, soon.
This thing randomly give me okay. That's weird.
You guys ready for this? So we can. Apparently, are just ready.
I have a question for you guys. Did it randomly give you 2 bond powers?
Yes.
Did it save yours from last time?
Mine are
Yes,
still there.
no, it was updated as earlier. I had my 3 things. I'm wondering if we hit license level 5, it gives us extra 2.
I haven't even looked, to be honest. I was just finishing up my prototype weapon.
Yeah, it did the same thing to me. So
pop into bonds and see if it gave you 2 extra bond powers.
I wonder if it just.
Bond power is available too. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I guess at license level 5, we get 2 extra ones.
I wonder if it gives you them based on your level. That way, if you don't make the whatchamacallit, it gives it to you.
If you don't do the XP, maybe.
Yeah. You know what? I can play with
Or
something.
it's maybe there's like different. Once you hit a milestone, you just automatically get them.
Maybe, yeah. So let me mess with one of my other characters really quick. So that's not what I meant to do. So we're gonna go to license level 5, set pilot level, and then go to bonds. She has 3 at level 5, and you only start with 1. So apparently, when you hit level 5, you get stuff. Now I'm really curious. What if we go to level 10?
You keep leveling up. What?
10 gives you 2 more at least, and then at 12.
Which is the max.
No. Okay, so you get a minimum of 4 bond powers just from leveling your license levels up. So every 5 levels, you get 2 bond powers. That's wild.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, congratulations.
I would highly recommend you guys get the sun. It's very good.
The sun. Okay, I'll mess with her.
Increased effect on all actions.
I don't have it on mine.
You might not have enough bonds because you miss sessions and things. So, but regardless, let's go through levels. RJ, we're gonna start with you since you haven't gone through this before. So on your thing, you'll see a thing that says Pilot XP.
Let me get out of bonds.
No, be in bonds. In bonds.
bonds.
Right, but I mean, I was drove down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, backboard player, RM4, pilot roster level up. Where's the XP at?
It's on the bonds page.
Yep.
There you go, 5 of 8.
Okay, so you automatically get 1 for playing the session. Obviously, everyone can add that now, so we don't have to talk about it later. So RJ, looking at your bonds, the what gives you power, what you speak with, what you do, minor ideals, and then the challenges with whatever and expressed heritage, background, beliefs. What firstly in that first main section, your major ideals, is there any major ideals you think your character hit this session?
I don't know. The only thing that mildly might apply is I address challenges with precision.
Okay.
So, like, as we took the new base, lined out the contacts and then tried to upgrade my weapons with, see what technology's out there. But so that's the closest thing.
Okay. We'll come back to that. I'll give that a maybe. Looking at your minor ideal, what's that one?
I showed someone how it's done.
Okay. Is there any point in the session where you feel like you showed someone how it was done?
I actually didn't get to kill anybody, but I popped out of being frozen. My first shot, rocked that thing's world.
What do you guys think? Waylon, Frozen.
Well,
what do you think of that one? Would you consider that the I showed someone how it's done?
I think he did a little bit of that. It's not too bad.
Frozen?
Oh.
I'm willing to give that to you. We'll just go with that. We got one person in support. Call it good for night. All right. What do you speak with? I assume that's what you said.
I'm sorry, what?
The next category is what do you speak with?
I don't have that.
What's your next category?
Yeah.
I have what gives you power or what must you keep hidden from everybody else.
Oh, okay. So, what must you keep hidden from everybody else? Spoiler alert.
The people I most care about.
Okay. Well, you didn't reveal anyone that you care about. So that's basically a freebie. Congratulations. There's your experience point. Your lack of role play led to not telling anybody anything. Good job. Okay. And then what's the other section?
What gives you power? A hardened, bitter upbringing.
Okay.
I don't literally affects anything.
Yeah, I don't think you expressed that at all. There's nothing about my childhood sucked. Okay. So you got 2 experience from the 2 things, and I will give you I will give you 1 experience from the major ideal. So 4 total this session. You said you needed 3 to level up?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and gain a bond power and then put 1 click in your box. You should have 3 bond powers to pick from. The other thing you need to look at is at the very bottom, right? There's a boon of the something.
The thing, yes.
Okay, what does that do? Read that really quick.
Oh, it's really faded out. At the end of the session, if you think the party fought their way out of a bad situation, describe it and give someone with you you fought hard an extra XP.
Okay, so I think we fought hard to get out of there, so you can pretty much give it to any of us.
Who killed the most enemies?
Oh, Waylon, by far.
Waylon gets extra XP.
Okay.
Or most kills.
Most kills awarded. Nice. Okay.
I did good.
You did good. RJ, you're good to stick around for the after action review, but if you need to go because it's late for you, I totally understand. Speaking of late people, Waylon, we'll jump to you.
So, I addressed challenges with strength, leadership, and force.
Okay.
I think I did a pretty decent job of trying to help lead, like, specific things, namely getting some sort of militia going.
Yep. Done. Anything else in that major idea that you fit with? Because again, you could possibly get 3 points, except for the last one, because none of us have burdens. Though we do need to bring up background complications eventually.
My main thing went basically to, I think we need more people there, but I think that also leads back to leadership. Like, I guess I actually expressed my background of thinking we need a little bit more of like a militaristic sort of thing going on, especially with so little people. Everybody needs to do their part, and everybody needs to know how to protect themselves. But again, I don't know if that would count under leadership.
No, I'll split those up because you talked about it at several different points. So I'll give you 2 for those. All right, minor ideal.
Took harm playing Bennett's or burden for someone else. I don't think I did.
No, I wouldn't say any on that one. Next section.
Weapons you wield, carefully curated arsenal. I can't say I really used my. No, actually, that's wrong. I did use my what was it? My mind sweep to go in and try and hack the cascading NHP. I use my. Let me go back to it. I use my cybernetic and augmentation to go and do that. Not the carefully curated or the cybernetic.
Okay, I'll go with that. So I'll give you a point for that one. So you're sitting at 4 points.
Is that 4 points, not including RJ's, or is that including RJ's?
Not including RJ's. Sorry.
1, 2, 3,
So
4.
5 total.
Yep. Plus 1 from just playing the game.
No. That's 5 total is including that one.
Oh, okay. Going down to the bottom. Boon of Iron. At the end of the session, if anyone performed an extraordinary or expiring feat of athleticism, acrobatics, or physical force, describe it. Give someone who witnessed or participated in it 1 XP point. I'm gonna hand this over to RJ because he was, trying to last minute ditch save the son of that one aristocrat, the Baron's son.
Okay.
So,
I guess
I think
roleplay
that-
wise, we didn't technically, or story wise, we didn't technically witness it as a group, but we did describe it.
Yeah. He
And
participated.
the only one who saw the event was RJ, so he is the only one eligible for that point anyway. So RJ, you get 1 extra experience point. Add that to your character if you're still there.
Ooh, yeah, do that.
It doesn't say that I had to witness it. It just said
Nope.
that if somebody had done it.
You are 100% correct. I'll
So
take
yeah, it's that.
it. Okay.
It's Frozen or Hex.
Frozen. I always go last. So,
So,
major ideals. Anything that you can get for those 2 first major ones.
I think I can get both of them.
Okay, listening.
So, for addressing challenges with strength, leadership, or force,
Mhm.
um,
The leadership easy.
yeah, that's my brain froze, but stepping up and taking control of, taking command of the base, I think covers the leadership.
Yep, easy. Done.
Oh, that might be double dipping.
Say it and we'll
I was
Yeah, I
gonna
was gonna
say,
say.
I was gonna say expressing my heritage, background, or beliefs through my actions. My background, and it says so, it's included in my dossier, is that I went through military academy on my home planet and compulsory military service.
Mm-hmm.
So stepping up as a leader.
So I'm going to separate them because the first one was addressing the challenges getting everyone organized and functioning properly versus you expressing your leadership ability, like actually being active. Hey, I'm going to take charge. So minor ideal. I'll give you 2 points for that total.
Okay. Minor ideal. I don't think I get. I didn't protect anybody weaker than myself. I don't think.
No, we didn't really have a chance at this point. The next section for you.
Weapons that I wield. A carefully curated arsenal.
Okay.
I use the same weapons because I have carefully curated these weapons. These are the weapons that I want to use.
All right. So that one's really just a freebie point. I use guns.
So I would argue that if I was constantly changing my loadout, my guns and stuff for each different situation, I would argue that I wouldn't get it because that's not necessarily carefully curating it. But I found this setup that I enjoy, that works really well for me,
Mhm.
and that's curation. That's taking the time, doing the research, figuring out what really works well for me, and using it.
So I would actually argue the opposite of that, just because if you're carefully curating for whatever mission we're going to, you're gonna adjust what you're using, which
But it
will be
doesn't say carefully curated for the mission. It just says a carefully curated arsenal.
Mhm. Right. Which is why I'm saying either way you look at this, it's kind of a you use guns XP point.
It's kind of a freebie.
It's kind of a freebie, yeah. All right, next.
And then what gives you your powers is a voice and heart of iron passed down from your mentor. So I could argue that getting the enemies uh to surrender might qualify under that, but I did it with assistance, so I don't know if it actually does. I don't know if my role would have done it without his assistance either.
Right. So I'm going to say that you're one of those people that always talks about my dad or my mechanic or something like that. When you talk like that and bring up the master, the mentor, that's when that one will activate.
Okay.
Um.
So then I'm counting 3.
Okay.
And then for my boon of iron,
Okay.
physical force.
I mean, it's
Do you think that
literally the
him
same thing.
smashing through all those guys counts as physical force?
You mean Waylon?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we all watched it happen, so it's free game on the experience point there. But we definitely watched
All right.
Waylon just cut his way through enemies with his lightsabers.
Listen,
I don't want to be
lightsabers
like
do
I
work
kind of want to give it to
everything.
myself, but I think I'm going to go ahead and give it to RJ.
RJ, another experience point.
Ooh.
Look at you, you're just collecting them. He needs them though. He's a little behind the rest of us.
A little bit.
All right,
Just a little
so that leaves me, right?
Yes.
All right, so express challenges with diplomacy, creativity, or empathy. I'm gonna go creativity and be, hey, I handed you the thermite and was like, this should work, right? So we cut the door off, but didn't have to destroy it. You guys good with that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I express my heritage, backgrounds, beliefs through my actions. So I'm gonna be careful to double dip on this one because there's a couple of them, but taking a car bomb to the face is definitely very no, just kidding. So I specifically talked about when the prisoners or the guards left their position and set traps.
Excuse me, sorry.
And I think that is the only thing that goes in with the heritage bits. But as I look at my background, I can't think of anything else. It's a penal colony. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah. Are you guys all right with that one?
Yes.
Okay. Minor idea made a new friend or ally. Thank you, friend who contacted another group of people and started us off on this mission. We made an ally. What made you speak with? What do you speak with? Your gut. Without double dipping into the talking about the traps and bombs and things like that. Doing the get creative or scrap and scrounge and assuming there would be something left over that these guys left behind was a gut feeling. Thoughts? Yes, no?
What are you trying to say, Raj?
So, knowing that these people would have left something important behind was a gut feeling. So doing the search, the scrap and scrounge thing.
Hmm.
And then I don't think the what gives me power makes a lot of sense. And unfortunately, none of the other ones that could have fit make sense. So anyway, yes or no on the gut one?
I'll give it to you.
All right, I'll take it. All right, and then Bond, Boon of the Forge. At the end of each session, if you completed a project, EMP, show it to everyone. Give someone who admires it 1 experience point. So I built the EMP, and literally the only one that was like, well, that's cool, was Waylon. Waylon, get your experience point.
Yay.
All right, and that's that. I would say spend your bond powers really quick. Let me minimize this and see where we're at time wise because we've been kind of yipper yapping for a while. Oh God, we got 4 minutes left. Ah!
Oh no.
Sorry. Oh no, indeed. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to do a quick wrap up and then we'll get out of here. Thank you guys for watching everything. We'll talk about our bond powers later. There'll be a surprise. We're going to do our after action review. As you guys noticed from the video, we don't have any more W stuff up there. There's been a recent change in our sponsorship, and I will announce new stuff coming forward. You guys are free to use the W code still. It's still there. We haven't been like kicked out or anything crazy like that. We are just no longer repping the brand at this point. They're still a good product. We still like them. But we are just moving on to different things. We have a code. It's Lucky907 for the rest of this month. Get 10% off on the website. You will see Younger doing a lot of this stuff. We'll, as a group, we'll discuss when we're doing our next session, because the next time we do a session, I may not be able to record it. We might still do a session, but there might be a missing session in between stuff. We will see. It really just depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing. Because Younger will not be running the Lancer games for you guys. I'm sorry. But
dang it.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No goblins and Lancer.
No goblins in Lancer yet. We could go to a goblin planet. The next time we play.
Rat mech.
Yes. So, with that, any other announcements from you guys? Because that's the only big things I can think of. Again, Happy New Year's for those of you that don't watch our other stuff. We have our podcast next Friday. I should be there, but again, I will not be running it. So if you have any complaints, take it up with Younger. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching on Twitch. We will talk to you guys all later. Bye.